And a very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. It is the start of a brand new week and we are super excited here at Crafters TV because it has been a brilliant day already so far. An awesome wake-up call. We had a lot of fun as well on Craft Chat and Create, and we are here with a brand new launch for you too. If you were watching earlier on Wake Up Call, you'll know all about this. In fact, I know lots of you were watching because the stock of our brand new collection is already flying out of the doors. Of course, just before we get started, I must just mention that we're celebrating. It's National Craft Month and we are bringing you so many great deals, and each week bringing you a brand new offer. We'll tell you more about this week's offer in just a little bit, but I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek that it is totally Tiffany goodies, the Triangle Traveller with a 25% discount. We'll look into that in more details in just a little bit, but if you head to the website, you will find that deal right there. And also worth bearing in mind that if you go to our Facebook page, I spotted this over the weekend, it just went up. There's a competition as well where you can win a massive crafty bundle. It includes a Gemini, the stamping platform, the 8x8 magnetic stamping platform is in there. There's stamps, dies, all sorts. Georgina, you cannot apply. It runs up until the end of the month, so definitely enter that competition, but lots to celebrate. And talking about celebrating, not only are we celebrating a brand new launch, not only are we celebrating having crafty friends with us in the studio, who I'll introduce you to in just a second, but we are celebrating the return of the boss, the return of the boss. The lovely Sara is here. You all right, Sara?
The lovely Sara's here. You're right, Sara. You're right, Sara. Yes, I am very all right, Ben. Thank you. Very all right. And yeah, good news is, guys, I'm done with the dancing. I'm finished being Little Miss Sara Twinkletoes, and I'm back. And I am back with a vengeance, and I tell you what, I've done that whole big thing, Ben, where I go through the schedule and I go, I love them. I'm totally doing that launch. Sorry, Sonsa, you're not getting it.
Oh, you're cherry picking.
I'm going to be in for that launch. This is one of those big launches. You know that I love the Edgeable dies, guys, and these Edgeables, I remember first working on them with the team over 12 months ago. They are Edgeables. They are a fantastic size. We've included stamps in them for the first time, but more than anything, the designs are just gorgeous. So what I've got for you in the next 2 hours is like an Edgeables masterclass with these phenomenal new designs. So I've got some great card techniques to show you, but when you see the designs, you will totally fall in love with them. But here's the thing, Ben, right? So things have changed while I've not been here.
Have they?
So now we don't just do 2 hours with a launch day on an afternoon. No. We get to do a couple of hours and we get to invite some of our friends in. So not only are you getting me for a couple of hours, but we're going to have the lovely Jodie joining us as well, aren't we?
Absolutely we are. And if you're watching earlier on this morning, you will have already seen Jodie in action from Tonic. We've had some brilliant demonstrations. We've also had some laughs as well over the course of the morning. Jodie, are you having fun with us here at Crafters TV?
How's the noise go?
What you got there?
We have got the beautiful little coffee cups. We have got the amazing Moroccan lanterns as well. Really, really pretty. And not but least, we have got the gorgeous perfume bottles. But don't forget those A4 die storages and refills. They are going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, anything Tonic is flying out the doors. Jodie's got a full hour coming your way, 4 o'clock. So that's 11 o'clock Eastern. But in between times, if you did miss the show this morning, we will be previewing some of those items. Those dimensional items are absolutely flying out of the door, and the storage folders, my oh my, those are going as well. Might pay for you to have a look at those on the website before we get to that a little bit later on. But 2 hours of launch day, and then Jodie will be here with a full hour in just a couple of hours time. As always, we're live and interactive. If you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, if there's anything you want to throw our way, then please do on Facebook and YouTube. We will speak to you right throughout the show, but let us get cracking on this brand new collection, the Gemini border stamp and die collection, which includes beautiful florals, beautiful butterflies and stars and swirls and foliage, and OMG, this is absolutely glorious. I'll tell you already, you know, with a launch day, we always bring a big stock because we know everybody wants to jump in and grab the newbies. Everybody wants to grab the brand new goodies. However, 10% of a big stock has already gone. We touched on these briefly on Wake Up Call, but the mere sight of them has led loads of people to go go, right, need them, going to get them. You're making a huge saving, 20% across the board with a brand new product. And don't forget, if you're a Platinum member, you come down another 20%, £30.39 or $38.20. What I would also say is, if you're watching us for the first time today, if Tonic brought you here, if you're a fan of Jodie's and you're here watching for the first time, sign up to Club Inspire, and you too, if this is your first purchase, will get that price at the bottom of the screen. You'll get 20% off your first order. Do it at the website. It will literally take you 2 minutes and it will be absolutely worth your while. But let's take a look with Sara as to why everybody's going wild for this brand new collection, Sara.
Oh, well, the thing is, I was getting a little bit worried, Ben, when you guys sold so many of them on Wake Up Call this morning, because you know we have like a limited number. So when we make all of the products, so many of them go off to the shopping channels, so many of them go off to our stores and the other stores we work with. All of our stock that we've got here for Crafters TV, and the response this morning has been absolutely unreal. And when I show you the dyes, you'll totally understand why. So I've got one of them here, okay? Now, this is, so with our Edgeable dyes, right, for those of you that don't know, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift this off and show you. The whole idea with an Edgeable is it only cuts on the top side. So all of this underneath stays connected in the card. So what we've tried to do is we've done them on a curve, Ben. So you've got this beautiful curvature with the detail built in, but only to so much of it so that we can then tail this off. For each one, we've done a couple of little supporting dies as well, and then we've also done the stamp set. So for example, if I just find the lovely board for this one, you'll be able to see, it'll be the last one that I come to. Yes, here we go. So there's the die that you're seeing. This is the die if it cuts on its own, but can you see you can put it on the side of a card, and then you've got the curved stamp which fits into that curvature. And the great thing is these stamps will all mix and match. So if you're going for all 6 sets of these, you can mix and match and interchange any of these up the side here. And I think they're just beautiful, okay? Now, do you want me to show you what all 6 of the designs are?
Oh, yes, please.
So we've got that gorgeous butterfly. If I just show you a couple of cards, I'll show you them to the front, right? This is the first demonstration I'm actually going to teach everyone because it is the most simple card to get you started, but it shows you that concept of cutting in on the top of the card and staying connected. So these cards are like 5-minute makes. And when you look at something beautiful like that and you think we're going to do it in 5 minutes, that's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Now the idea is though, you can use it on the front. So this way it's kind of like cut into the front of the card. This one here is that same die, but this time cut up the side of the card. So can you see, same design, looks completely different, turned on its side and just used in a different colour palette. So that's your butterfly one. Then the next one that I'm going to show you are the leaves. Now, we've tried to just keep it to 6 designs and cover as much variety as possible with the 6. So this one here is the leaves, and again, can you see when you've got the die with the leaves, you've got a couple of the little odd leaves, and then this one is just a note to say. Now, if I show you, where's the card that I want to do for everybody with the leaves? Oh, hey. It wouldn't be a Sara special 2-hour launch without a Z-fold card, guys. You know I love the Z-fold. And I'm going to show you how to do the Z-fold. So for anyone who's never done this before, I'm going to be teaching you all the sizes, the technique to do a Z-fold card, and to cut into the front with that detailed die. So that's your beautiful die, which is your leaves. They're all beautiful. You're going to love these, okay? Now, the third one that we're going to look at, Ben, is this one here. So this is the one, it's kind of got flourishes with a couple of little butterflies on there as well. So if I show you that to the front, now this is the card that I'm going to be making a little bit later in the show. I'm going to show you how we do like a fold back gatefold card.
Wow.
So it's like, it's a very simple card to do. Again, I'll give you all the measurements, but then I'm going to show you how you can use them at different positions on your card. That's how these have been designed. You've got that curvature coming through, but we're going to use them in different positions on there as well. So that's your third one. There's so much to do with these. They work in the same way as all our other Edgeables, but they're a different sizing and a different kind of configuration to all of them. Yeah. Now, the stars, this is going to be great for kids' cards. I always struggle for cards for the kids, and they're really classy. But like, for example, look at this one here. This is going to be all about like using it as a background for your others. I'm going to show you how you create a top and bottom card so that you've got like a floater in the middle with the acetate. Yeah. That's what we're going to be doing later on with that one. Then with the hearts, and I know you'll love the hearts just as well. You'll love all 6 of these, guys. If you're not sure, stay with us and wait till you see all the demonstrations. All 6 of these are going to be cards that you're going to be desperate to do when you get home. Again, I'm going to show you how we put them onto the front of different sizes. Wow. Different sides of the card, but we're going to do the shadowing technique on this one as well. Yes. But then also, again, this is from a top folding card. So this is just a 6x6 card. Yeah. And we'll just put the dies on in a different place and in a unique way. And then last, but definitely by no means, and I don't have to do them in this order, guys. You tell me which of these cards you're most excited about seeing.
Let us know.
Do them in that order. But then I'm also going to show you how to do we've got the florals, which is your 6th one. And I'm going to teach you how to do a gatefold card with the florals. So that is your gatefold card style there. And again, can you see how they meet in the middle? And then each one's got that little sentiment on, Ben, which we're going to stamp on. But you remember what I said, you can mix and match between all of them. So that's what I've got planned for the next couple of hours. If there is something in particular you want to see, just let me know. I've also got, although I don't want to bring it in at this stage because I will blow your little minds, I promise, I've got an amazing concept suite which is going to show. So once you've kind of learned, okay, I get the gist of them, then we're going to dive straight into the concept suite, and I'm totally going to blow your socks off.
Wow. Well, already loads of you are taking advantage of this deal, flying out the door. We said 10%, 15% of the stock is now gone here. You guys are loving the concept of this. You're loving the ideas. And as we've already said, the stamps, Anne was asking if they're interchangeable. Absolutely, they are. Go for the full bundle today, because I know what will happen. Even if you just decide to go for a couple of these, you'll then love them so much, you'll come back and you'll buy the rest and you'll end up spending more money. So it's really affordable today as well for everybody. Saving 20%, $37.99 or $47.75. Platinum price is amazing. £30 and change, and you're under $39 as well. $38.20 is the deal. A few hellos already in. Jill from North Yorkshire says hello. We've got Kathy joining us from Illinois. Beth is in from upstate New York. Lucille Vega says hello everyone from Rhode Island. Janet Boyd is in from a snowy Michigan. Denise is with us from Trinidad. Hi Denise. And Crafty Angie joins us from California. Pammy, who was with us on the craft along over the weekend, says just split buttered biscuits with the dog, so hopefully they'll sit nicely during the show. And Lorna says I absolutely love these Edgeables. They are so versatile. Well, let's see how versatile they are and crack on, because I know Sara has got plenty of demos up her sleeves.
I've got loads to show you guys, as you just saw there, and there's always time for more. If there's a certain technique you want to see, let me know. I can always show you more because they're so easy to do, okay? Now, I'm going to start off just showing you the very basics. So this is the one that I said we would look at first. And what I call this is, I call this kind of like cutting into the front of the card. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with a regular 6x6 card. So for those of you who like to make your card bases, you can make the card base for this. For those of you who have like in our subscription boxes, when we always send like a pack of cards and envelopes to get you started, you could just take a regular 6x6 card that's cut out there. All of these are designed to work on that 6x6 base. Now, I'm going to go right back to the beginning for all those of you who are just brand new and just joining us, maybe don't know how Edgeables work, this is totally new to you. So can you see the cutting edge for the die starts here, Ben? It goes all the way around the outside of the butterflies, finishes here and comes off the edge. So everything below is going to stay connected, everything above cuts away. So if I lie this on the card here, you can see we're going to cut right into the side base of the card, but it's just a case of where do I want this to kind of end up and lie. And then a little tip here is I do want you to stick the tape over the top part. So don't stick the tape onto the bottom, because the bottom is going to be what cuts away, that stays connected. The top bit is the bit that's going to cut away. So if we open this up now, I'm going to use a regular sandwich combination. So I'm going to go cut it into my base plate. Now watch, we can get a little bit clever here, Ben, right? Because I don't need to cut past the fold line. Okay. So I'm going to pop the fold line on the edge here of my junior plate so that this bit of the die doesn't cut. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Because there's a bit of cut here, but we don't want it to cut. So I'm going to just lean that over the edge of the card. Then I'm going to put my clear plate. Then I'm going to put my magnetic plate. Then the top plate. And then I'm going to send that straight through the machine. Now, the great thing with these dies is the dies themselves aren't that big and they aren't that intricate, so they'll cut on any machine that you've got. But the great thing about, obviously I'm using the Gemini, but I'm showing you with the Gemini Junior plate, so that those of you who just have the Junior, for example, you know that these are going to work perfectly well in the Junior. Now, this is what I was saying, Ben, about that is connected. Now, as it is, because I've used our low-tack tape, it hasn't ripped the card at all. But if it was going to have ripped the card, it's going to rip it on the bit that we cut away. Throw away, yeah. So can you see? You can see how this is what I'm talking about. This has stayed connected. This bit's cut away. And then all you do is you come in with a pair of scissors or a craft knife, whatever's most comfortable. And I always cut just to the right of the fold line, because essentially what you want to do is you want to cut that fold line off. So that all cuts away, and that is giving you the perfect
That
shaping
is
on
great.
that card. And do you know what, I'm even going to go totally perfect. I'm just going to cut that last little bit of the forward line away. So you can see that shaping there really, really well.
Yeah.
Now what will make it stand out is I've just taken a couple of bits of cardstock, and I'm just going to mat and layer at the back. Now, what you'll find with these type of cards, guys, is that you don't need to do an awful lot to them, because the card themselves are really interesting and unique in their shape and styling. So don't overdo it with the design. All I'm using is just a little bit of pattern paper, nothing fancy, because the design kind of, oh, right at the end of the tape pen, the design kind of does the talking for itself. So you see, once I put it there, you can see how that's really made that stand
absolutely.
out. Now, we can use the stamp next. So what I'm going to do is in fact, I might bring in that stamping platform, because it's just going to make it easier for me to get that stamp positioned absolutely perfectly. So what I'm going to do is pop this down and hold these in place with some of the magnets there, Ben. And then that Have a Wonderful Birthday, what you'll see is when we peel this off, I can see where that's going to stamp, and it's going to stamp, Hope you have a wonderful birthday. All right, so I can see that that is following the curve that I want to use on here. Then we're just going to come in. You're going
Yours
to pick it
soon,
up.
isn't it?
Not till April.
Oh, I thought you were in March. for some
No,
reason.
no, Simon's March.
Ah.
Yeah. Maybe you heard the boss's birthday was in March and you thought they were talking about me. Clearly not, Ben, clearly not. Yeah, no, I'm April 23rd, St George's Day.
Oh, yeah,
Come
I
on,
remember
you've got
now.
to remember that.
Yeah, you're exactly a week before me.
So, right, there we go. Yes, you knew that we were right together.
Yeah.
Right, have a wonderful birthday. And then, do you know, if you wanted that to be even darker, bear in mind, because we've used the stamping platform, we could re-stamp it a second time and get even more detail on there.
Yeah.
But I'm actually quite comfortable with that. And then all we're going to do is I've used a little bit of black card, and I've cut this out again and cut out some of the butterflies.
Okay.
So that we can layer on top. Now, when you do this, what I want you to do is use our dotty tape pen. So can you see, one's straight, one's dotty Ben. And if you use the dotty tape, oh my word, dotty Ben, dotty tape pen, all a bit too much. If you use the dotty one,
Ben?
right, that is going to line up. Is
Feel a
this
bit dotty
this pen?
today.
No, this is this one. Can you see that's just going to go straight over the top, and it really makes it stand out.
Oh, so
doesn't it?
those butterflies, you've just cut again and just snip those out, have you?
Yeah, so all I've done is I've cut the die out a second time,
Yeah.
and then I've just trimmed them
Trim
out.
them out.
I've trimmed them, cut them into a little bit of black. So I've got them, and actually you can then use, can you see, you've got this little mini butterfly too.
Yeah, you get a little
So if you
butterfly and a flower.
cut a couple of these in the black as well, you can position them in different places. And I'm just going to layer up all that card, Ben, and finish that all off. Is this going to fit? I might need to trim it a tiny little bit.
I tell you what, it's great though, isn't it, to see, and you're going to see over the course of the next hour and 40 minutes or so, all of the different ways that you can use these. Mary Pat just saying, good morning, everyone from Montana. It's exciting to watch Sara and her amazing demos this morning.
Oh, I hope I live up to expectation then,
Well,
guys.
exactly right. Lots of love for the fact that you're back as well, Sara. Lots of people enjoying that you're back with us, which is cool. Laurie on YouTube saying, I'm liking the curved stamps. And again, a few of you asking just with those whether or not you can interchange those. You can use the stamps on whichever of the designs, can't you?
They are all designed to
Yeah.
perfectly interchange, yes.
So that is the great news. And again, we'll go through all of the different stamps that you have got in this collection over the course of the show. Worth bearing in mind as well that we are really, really super busy. I think heading towards 20% of the stock now has disappeared within 20 minutes of the show. Don't forget as well, worth bearing in mind if you have just joined us, new schedule, new times. You've got 2 hours of us here with launch day, so we're going to be obviously focusing the most on this brand new collection, but we will be giving you a bit of a heads up very shortly as to what's coming up from 4 o'clock this afternoon, which is 11 o'clock Eastern. Jodie from Tonic is here and we'll be previewing some of the items which she's brought to us. And let me just tell you, busy for this brand new launch. We are busy for the Tonic goodies too. It is a busy old day. So if you see something that you want, make sure you snap it up. And actually, this is a great way for you to pick up this deal right now. And when I show you all the Tonic goodies in just a second, you'll be wanting to add those into your basket, which will hopefully help you get up towards that free shipping as well, which is what we always love. We love a bit of free shipping here.
We do love we love helping our customers get to a bit of free shipping, don't we? Yes,
we do.
we're always looking after you guys. Right, let's have a little look, Ben. I'm just going to finish that off. Nice little bow on the bottom there, and it just shows you how quick and easy those cards are. I wanted you to see it right from the very start to the very, very end, just to see how easy it was to put together. And all of the cards are just that easy. Trust me, guys. If there was ever a show that I'm going to tell you needed to stick around for the whole couple of hours, this is it, because that is just the first. For those of you who missed me showing at the start, what we're going to learn over the course of this show is I'm going to show you how to do that. Is the very, very basics, okay? We're going to progress on to like a gatefold card and how you connect the two together for a gatefold. We're then going to be learning also about how you do the top down and you position them over the front of that one, so we'll be doing that one. I'm going to show you how to do a floating base card so that we can do float with the design in the middle. My favourite is always, I love a good Z-fold.
Z-fold.
Love a good Z-fold with the design on the front. And then also I'm going to show you how we do, this one's called a fold back. So I'm going to do a fold back with the design pieced in. So that is everything we're going to be learning over the next couple of hours. So if there's another technique, I am also going to run you all through the concept suite. So I've got loads to show you. So just get ready. And if there's anything you specifically want to see, just let me know.
Just to say as well, isn't it nice to see on this card that you're seeing lots of our recent launches being used in conjunction with these as well. I spotted the vintage butterflies paper, and also if you were with us yesterday for Colour Me Happy, you'll notice that fairy image from the brand new colouring pads. All works together absolutely beautifully. Details for the border stamp and die collection right there, heading towards 20% of the stock gone. We just wanted also to bring to your attention the tonic goodies that we've got on the show. And well, if you were thinking to yourself, hang on a minute, Ben's being a bit cash today. What's he doing, having a quick coffee on the show? What's he doing? He's not allowed to do that, is he? First of all, yes, I am. No, I'm not. Secondly, no, these are what you guys have been going absolutely berserk for this morning. It's the brand new dimensional die set that Tonic have brought to us today, which brings you the opportunity to be able to create these crazy cool dimensional projects. The first bundle brings you your Lot of Love coffee cup, which is absolutely amazing. The majority of you have been going for that. For those of you that are going individually, lots of you have said, oh, I'm going to go for that one. But then you've come back and gone, well, hang on a minute. We get the ability to be able to create this gorgeous Moroccan lantern within this set as well, which is absolutely beautiful. Love the fact in there as well that you've got that the open top on that, the detail around the top. So if you want to thread your own twine through there, you can. Great to incorporate things like your vellum. If you wanted to pop in your sort of electronic battery operated tea lights, you can do. And then also in this set, you've got your delectable devotion box die as well. So super cute. And the great thing about this is you can kind of make this to the spec that you want. So if you want to go and make it 5 sides, you can. You've got your little diddy one there as well. If you want to make it 3 sides, you can. We were chatting about this earlier on, that these are absolutely perfect as little decorative elements, perfect for popping little gifts in. You think about like Mother's Day coming up, Easter on the way as well. These are so perfect for that. And of course, a lot of you chatting about the coffee cup, saying, do you know what, I'm going to use this for like popcorn nights. Take the lid off, use it as a little popcorn container. Great for kids' parties if you want to fill it up with sweets or chocolates or whatever it might be. These really are super. And the whole point about these is that I know how much paper and cardstock that you've got in your craft rooms, so you can totally bespoke these for whatever the occasion is, whoever the person is that you're making them for. But I would advise you to go for the bundle, because as I say, if you leave one behind, you'll only be kicking yourself later. You've got 16 dies there to be able to create that coffee cup. This is the gorgeous lantern. Again, I know Jodie's coming up a little bit later on. However, if you do want to see that lantern being popped together, again, a really swift make. You look at how detailed these are and you think, oh, it's going to take me ages to do. Really isn't. Quick make, simple for everyone. 24 dies to be able to create that lantern. And then you've got that gorgeous delectable box as well, which you can make in the 2 different sizes. The bundle altogether is £66.49, $79.90. Platinum price, amazing, £53.19 or $63.92. Now, more new goodies for us from Tonic, which again have proved so super popular today. I feel a little bit like one of the 3 wise men from the from the Bible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Look at these. Seriously, they are amazing. These are your alluring perfume bottles. I've got to read these off the packaging because they've got very swish names. You've got your sweet fragrance, which Jodie described as this one here, which is the little dumpy one. I think sweet fragrance sounds better, doesn't it, as opposed to little dumpy one. Yeah. You've then got your ephemeral essence, which is this cute little box here. And then lastly, you've got your impassioned incense. This is the one that Jodie put together on the show. And again, how beautiful does that look? Again, beautiful for present ideas, beautiful for ideas for tables. This one inside has got, it keeps your little bottles in there. That's a little bottle of, is that gin in? Oh, it's vodka. Oh, blimey. So you, oh dear. You can, is that real as well? So you... Ah, is that what it is? I've noticed that's about half full. It was full earlier on. But yeah, you've got the ability to pop in so many different things in here. Whether you want to pop in little bottles of perfume, sweets, use these as little potpourri holders. They are absolutely brilliant. Again, you've got all of the dies in there to be able to create those 3 designs. And again, you can tailor them to whatever the occasion might be. £51.99, $60.79 is the deal on these. If you want to jump in and grab them, but go swiftly, because again, everything is proving very, very popular. And I know when Jodie joins us at 4 o'clock, these will continue to fly out the door. Storage is another thing which has been really, really popular. I'll go a little bit quicker because I know I'm waxing lyrical about all of these amazing products. The storage that we've got on the show for you is phenomenal. These are the medium die case storage folders from Tonic Studios. The deal is off the chart on this one. Basically, the deal we had earlier on, might just want to check on the screen here, you get 2 for an amazing price, which is not the one that we're seeing on the screen right there. What you've got, here it is, that's the one we're looking at. So basically, you've got the 2 folders, perfect, because you've got the detailing on the side there, so you can know exactly what's in all your folders. If you like to kind of store everything by product or by particular design, you can. You've got your handle there on the side as well, great for transportation, and you've got the ring binder design in here too. But the amazing thing about this collection is that you're going to get your pockets, so 12 of those included with your medium folder. You're going to get 12 of the magnetic sheets as well for storing all of your dies on too. But that price on screen, if that wasn't phenomenal enough, that's for 2. £23.19 or $43.99 for the 2 mediums, which is just unbelievable value for money. We've also got these available in the large as well, but I must just impress on you that you can get refills for the medium too. The majority of people who were taking advantage of this deal this morning were getting the medium folders and then adding in the refills as well. You're going to get 6 of your clear sleeves in there, plus 6 of the double-sided magnetic storage bundles in there as well. So in total, got 12 magnets, 12 sleeves in there, £8.79 or $16.79 if you're a Platinum member and shopping with us in the US. However, if you want to go big, look at these bad boys. These are phenomenal, really big storage solutions, your A4 size large die case folders. And once again, the price you're seeing at the bottom of the screen is not just for 1, it's for 2. And let's bear in mind, once again, we're going to give you the inserts, or rather Tonic are going to give you the inserts, 6 of the magnets. So A4 size again. If you've got a lot of those bigger dies, absolutely perfect for storing those. But what I love about the big one particularly is you get these little sleeves with the little button on there as well, so you can pop in the magnets should you want to. However, I think these are perfect for like particular projects. If there's particular projects that you're working on, you can keep them all nice and neat and stored in there. Maybe there's particular papers that you want to be able to keep together. You've got the ability to do that as well. And the other great thing about the large folders is that you can pop in the medium folders as well. They will fit on there absolutely perfectly. So with each of the folders, you get the magnets, you get the sleeves, and that price, $35.99, is phenomenal. That's been one of the most popular items of the morning so far. Add to that you've got refills for those as well. Once again, the majority of people who were buying the folders were adding in those large refills once again, and we'll flash up the details on the screen for you here. You're going to get 3 of your sleeves and also 3 of your A4 magnetic sheets there as well. So worth popping in, particularly if you're close to your free shipping today, if you're picking up our launch day goodies, if you've been shopping for the Tonic goodies and you're close to getting that free shipping, pop these in, because again, you'll thank us later on. £19.19 or $25.59 for the refills for your large Tonic folder. That's just a bit of a brief overview of some of the most popular items that we've got coming up with Jodie a little bit later on, but we've got layering dies on the show, we've got the Nouveau drops, we've also got some fantastic cardstock as well, but that's all coming up with Jodie in just an hour and a half's time now. Make sure you stick around, it's going to be awesome. But back to launch day, and wow, here we go. Just whilst we've taken a little bit of a break from our launch day goodies, 20% of the stock has gone. The border stamp and die collection, 18 dies, 6 stamps with a 20% saving. I feel like I've been rabbiting quite a bit, so shall we get back and see another demo with Sara?
Oh, totally.
Because I've just been rabbiting on for far too long.
Yes, so you just get back in your little box over there, Ben.
Yeah, back in my box, yeah.
Because basically everyone's watching, because I'm going to show you these awesome cards. Now, if you missed me at the beginning of the show, basically what I said is I've got 6 core techniques that I'm desperate to teach you in this show, but then each one of these you can do differently with all 6 of the designs. So a core staple in your toolkit when it comes to Edgeable cards are the gatefolds, Ben.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about gatefold cards. We're going to have the designs meet in the middle, okay? But then once they meet in the middle, we've designed these Edgeables in a different way to others we've done so that they'll work multi-directionally, so you can use them both ways up. Now, I'm going to teach you a cheap way to do a gatefold card from A4 cardstock, okay?
Okay.
Now, a lot of the A4 cards, well, all of the A4 cardstock, actually, it's not a lot of it. It's all just shy on 12 inches long. That's how long it is, right? So if I just show you here, I've laid this down. Can you see next to the 12, it's literally a whole quarter of an inch shorter than 12 inches.
Right.
So if we're a quarter of an inch shorter, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off both sides. If you don't want to follow what I'm doing size-wise, just make a note of this, okay? Get your A4 size cardstock. I want you to put it on, and I want you to score 1 notch before the 3, right? So 1 notch before the 3, then turn it right around and score 1 notch before the 3 again. You're going to end up with a gatefold card which doesn't meet in the middle, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cut a little bit away. But most importantly, it's going to be exactly 6 inches wide. Okay. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make a gatefold card where the finished card, if I just show you here, ends up being exactly 6 inches. Right. Right? So the lines don't meet in the middle. That's because it's not a true gatefold. If you want a true gatefold, go and get your ultimate out. But this is going to give you a gatefold which is 6 inches wide in the end, right? Then what I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm going to square it off to 6 inches this way so that we have a 6-inch square card base. So great for those of you that then want to do the exact right size envelope to go with it, right? So here's my 6x6 card base. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that Edgeable and we're going to cut up both sides. So if I take this here, oh, a bit stuck on here, right? I'm going to lie it on this side here. And can you see, Ben, it's designed to work on that slightly oversized for the 6x6. Yeah. I'm going to position it in there and it'll cut everything out. But this is the section that's going to cut away. So you're always sticking your tape onto the section that cuts away. And I'm just being a little bit more clever and strategic in where I'm positioning the tape. I'm going to give it a couple of pieces of tape so that I know it's definitely not going to move when we're going through the machine, right? And because we're working, here we go, with the Gemini Junior, I'm just going straight through one and we're going to whiz it through and then I'm going to turn it right round. Oh, John! I'm not ready for my cup of tea yet!
I heard George in my ear go, envision us thinking, no! John, what on earth are you doing? There's one for the bloopers reel.
Oh, my life. So I've done one on one side, right? And if I just fold this back over and show you, and then the other one we want to cut on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this down here. Yeah. So can you see it was this way, Ben, right? Does that make sense? It was that way there. Yeah. And then we turn it right round and do it this way here. Got you. So that the two will meet in together. Yeah. But can you see I've just got a couple of little bits of white. I'm going to tap that in the middle there. Position that in the bottom and just take a couple of pieces of tape and do exactly the same again, Ben. Position it in place, and then I'm going to whiz it back through again.
He never does that for me, does John? There's a few laughing emojis coming through there as well.
I don't even know what he wanted. Was he just coming to get some ink pads? He could have just said, I would have just passed them over.
I love the way you had to do a little bit of a dance as he sort of went behind you as well. Oh dear.
Yeah, I love live TV.
Are you glad to be back, eh? Glad to be back.
It's like when we're in stealing a... it's like you just know when you're trying to steal a mouthful of your cup of tea and have a little bit of chocolate that Tracy's brought you in without anybody knowing.
Yeah.
And then Joe will be there and I'll be like, Joe, what did you say about this deal again? Right, let's have a little look. So, can you see, here we go. Both of these pieces in. This is how easy these cards are to make, right? So when I fold this over, look, we've got them meeting in the middle absolutely beautifully. Now, what I've done now, Ben, is I've just got a couple of sheets of pink, and I'm going to take that design again, right, and I'm going to lie this over the edge, so that then what we can do is we can create like a matten layer for it.
Okay.
So this is optional, but this is just if you want to take it to the next level, okay?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing there. Optional next level taking.
That's it. And the whole point is, I love it when you're in with the Sara, because not only do you manage to cram in like not zillions, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 demos over the course of the 2 hours, but you give us so much when it comes to all of the different ways, and actually so many different ideas for wherever you are within your crafty adventure, because you might feel a little bit more adventurous, or you might want to just go strip it right back and do something a little bit more simple. But however you use these dyes, your finished project is never going to look simple. It's going to look like you've spent hours pouring over it, isn't it?
And they're going to look really impressive. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look. I'm just strategically pulling these so that I get a nice matten layer. And then I've got another one I've done down here again. So I'm going to do the same here. That layers over top of that, Ben. And I'm just seeing, this is a proper Sara cut, this one here. So I'm just going to do, when I say Sara cut, like look at this, when there's no measuring or whatever, she's just going in for it
like
with the
whacking it
scissors.
on, yeah.
And then I do want to go round about there, and I'll bring in my guillotine for this. Now, in all honesty, Ben, as long as everyone can see what I'm doing now, you don't need to hear me explaining it. So if you need to do any reading of notes, updating or whatever, just keep the camera on me and I can show everybody how to make this into a lovely card.
Well, I will. I'll just read a few notes. Listen to me. Notes? What are we talking about? I'll read a few comments which are coming through. Dee just saying that she's loving all of the tonic goodies that we've got. They'll be back a little bit later on. Patty telling me that she's shopping for the tonic goodies. Loads of you shopping for the brand new launch as well. And lots of you loving that live blooper. Gilmore just says, lol, loved that blooper. Yes, it will certainly be added to the reel for the end of the year. And lots of people just generally loving to see you back, Sara. Carol just saying, so much fun to see Sara back again. Is this like your first full show back?
It's my first launch day.
Oh, right.
I mean, I came back and did a couple of shows in the middle, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, you and I did a show. I'm sure we did, Ben.
Did we?
Oh.
No, we did.
Oh, right.
No,
I was like, whoa.
No. We did a preview show, didn't we? And I think that was it.
Oh, well,
I can't really remember the last time I saw you, to be honest. That's because I was in the pub.
Yeah. That is very true, yes. Ben was in the pub last time I saw Ben.
Can I just tell you how, whilst I was thinking, how sweet my friend and my boss and friend is, in that my dad came up whilst I was off for a few weeks. My dad came up to stay, and he's a big fan of Strictly and of Dragon's Den, and he's always wanted to say hello to Sara, and he sort of kept hinting at it, but I never really sort of spoke anything more about it. And so then Sara and I organised, sort of without telling him, that she was going to come and meet him. And lovely Sara, I think it was on the Saturday night, Sunday, Saturday, wherever it was, came all the way over from her house, which is a good probably 20, 25 minutes away to the village in which I live. And we worked out a little time for her to come in. My dad was there in the pub with me and a few of my friends. And all of a sudden there was a little at the window, and there was Sara's smiley face, and you should have seen my dad. I don't think he's ever been so happy in 72 years. His face lit up. And he was so, and you sat with us for, it must have been a good half an hour, 45 minutes, chatting away to my old man, and you made an old man very happy that night, I'll tell you that much.
Bless him.
You had your picture done with him, you're now on his phone as his screensaver, and today you are now his Facebook profile picture as well, which
Oh,
makes
his
me laugh.
Facebook profile picture. I made it, Ben. I have made it.
Yeah, it makes me laugh because I think it's probably taken him that long to work out how to change his picture. That's why it's only just gone up
Wasn't
today.
it a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, God love him. God love him.
Oh, dear.
So, right, all I'm doing to this one to finish it off, Ben,
Yeah.
is these are the flowers that come in on this bit here.
Oh, yes,
So I've
the little
die cut a
dies.
couple of the flowers out, and I'm literally just adding a couple of these flowers onto little spots around here, and I'll put another little one there, and just going to add them on, and a couple of little gems, and it just finishes it off quite nicely, doesn't it?
Absolutely, right. And by the way, if you have just joined us, I'm going to take you through all of the designs that you're going to get in this collection in just a few moments' time. We're over 20% of the stock now gone.
Well,
so
you think you're going to get to do that in a few moments, but actually before you do
all
that,
right.
yes, what I must do is now I've shown people how to do like a standard top fold,
Yeah.
and then also like a gatefold one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show everyone the concept suite.
Oh,
Right?
yes, I
So if
remember
I
you
just
said
show
that.
you, so there's that beautiful finish there. So that is a gatefold card. And actually, if I show you what I realised I forgot before I did my finishing touches, this one here, all I've done is I added the little stamp onto the end there, a special note of thanks to you, and then a couple of little gems in the middle. But I think the gatefolds are brilliant how they meet together, aren't they?
Love it.
And then what I want to show you, so I've got the concept suite, I want to show you all the different ways you could use these
Yes,
designs,
please.
right?
Fire
So,
away.
just to give you an idea, this is where we've cut into the front of the card like the first card I showed you,
Yeah.
but then also die cut it a second time in a darker colour and put it behind.
Fab.
Can you see it shows how they meet together really, really well? Now, this is the gatefold card I've just shown you, exactly that, but with a different design on the side. This is if you want to kind of cut multiples. So I've cut it in one colour and then another colour and just layered it up behind for this one. I think they're really clever, especially if you do this one on like a vellum pen. They always look
love
really
that
effective.
idea. Yeah.
Now, we're going to be doing something similar like this a little bit of time. It's called a fold back.
Okay.
But just to show you how you can do that fold back and how the stamps are designed to work on both sides and edges. Now, my favourite type of card is a Z-fold card. And I think this is just so clever how we've got the cut on the top and then also in the front of the fold. So it just shows you where you could be taking it. But can you see how these designs have been designed to work on that sort of size and shape? You've got just a regular over the top. So these are nice if you want like little place cards or something, for example.
Yep.
Or whereas that's just a single fold, this one here is a double fold.
Oh, clever.
So you've got one at the front and then one behind again. So you've got a double fold with your cutting designs there.
Yeah.
We've also gone, now this, I love these designs. So this is when you have a three-fold and you cut into the fold. So can you see? There's my card. I've cut into the front of the card to make an easel style and then made a stopper out of the same design again. And you know, all of these, if there's something else you want to see, guys, if there's one of these you're looking and you're thinking, I just don't understand how that one works, that is coming over the side there like
Yes.
that, into the front and back. Just let me know, because any one of these I can show you live in the show.
Oh, I love that.
This is
yeah,
cutting
do it.
over the top and then over the edge as well, if you want that one. There is so this is a one with a cut into the front and then also cut on the side. And because this is a concept suite, we always try and show you the concept suite over the course of the show like this, because I know a lot of you will come back when you get these designs home.
Yeah.
You just need to see all the ideas. You know, you get all the designs home and you think, right, which of those cards that Sarah made am I going to come and make first?
Oh, I love that previous one that you just showed.
This one here?
Yeah.
Just on the edge?
On the edge.
Cut slightly on a diagonal.
Yeah, on the diagonal.
Isn't that lovely?
Looks
Just
so
a little
different
bit of a
though.
different idea.
Yeah.
This is another one that I'm going to be showing you in a bit. I love the idea where you have them floating.
Oh, yes.
So you have the edge and it floats on both sides of the card. There are so many different ways you can use. I mean, I just think that's absolutely beautiful. You know, for a wedding invitation or something like that. Or what about using these on a twisted easel? So you just go into the front and then the twisted easel comes up from the side of the twisted
And
easel.
have you used it again as the stopper?
And then always, that is just how you take your cards to the next level, Ben.
That's
using them as a
great.
stopper. Look at this one here. Easel card, where it's cut in the front and the side of the... You imagine doing a set of wedding stationery and you could use the same design but use the different... This could be your place cards, for example.
Yeah.
Or you could have your thank you card looking a little bit different, but always the same design. You're just using them slightly differently on there. This is the sort of card I'm going to show you later as well, where we cut into both sides of the card and it stands proud like this. loads and loads of different ideas. I've got so much to show you guys. It really is. I never like to do that concept suite too early, because if you're a newbie and you just start watching the show for the first time, and I showed you that first, you're just going to not be able to wrap your head around it.
Overwhelmed.
Whereas now you've seen a couple of samples and you say, oh, these are actually really easy to work with. The Edgeables are the designs that we have that are the most easy designs to work with and the most versatile and flexible. And what you've got here is 6 beautiful brand new designs, all giving you all of that ultimate flexibility. I knew these would be popular. That's why I decided I was going to come do the launch on these ones, Ben.
Cherry picks, you see, cherry picks, but she can because she's the boss. And this is the point. I love it when you do see the concept suite, because like Sara says, it's almost like the crafty journey that you can go on with a set like this, because actually, if you are quite new, you don't need to be overwhelmed, because you can start out with something quite as simple as just popping it into the side of the card, using your stamp sentiment on there, decorating it with some of your papers. You've got something which looks beautiful, but then when you go and have a look at that concept suite, it gives you an idea of just how much that you can get out of a collection like this. We never like to give you products which are one-trick ponies. We like to make sure that you can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different ways. We want to make sure that you get the very best out of all of our products. So this collection, £30, $39 if you're platinum, $38.20. If you want to go individually, we're popping up the details at the bottom of the screen, and also we've got a 2 for deal, so 2 for £14, 2 for $18. This is your cute florals. The sentiment that you're going to get there is a special note of thanks to you. And again, you've got the beautiful florals there sweeping through. Notice again how those stamps work beautifully with the flow of that die, and you get the 2 little added dies there as well, the little florals, so you can add extra layers should you wish to. Next up is the beautiful Bonnie Butterflies. I liked it when Craig was saying that earlier on. Bonnie Butterflies. You've got, hope you have a wonderful birthday. And again, look at all of the detail. As Sara did a little bit earlier on, you've got the ability there, if you want to add that once and then cut it again and snip out elements to add more of a sort of a 3D effect, you can do, but you do get the little extra butterfly and that floral die within that set as well. Next we go into the foliage. Again, beautiful, so much detail with the leaves and the foliage going through there. You've got another couple of dies available there for you as well to add even more depth and dimension to your projects. Just a little note to say is your sentiment on that one. Next up is the Dancing Stars. Again, how beautiful that we've kind of created all of these different dies for you, for everybody. Like Sara was saying, like if you struggle perhaps for cards for the little ones, you're never going to go wrong with stars. So much detail. You've got You're a Superstar as your stamped message on that one. Next in the set is the Love to You. I mean, how gorgeous is that? I know Valentine's has just gone, but isn't it nice to send a bit of love to somebody right throughout the year, whatever it might be, whether this may be for Mother's Day, maybe an Easter card if you wanted to. You have got Sending All My Love Your Way. And then the last in the set is the classic Swaddles, which says Thinking of You. Yeah, and you've got extras in there, little butterflies. All of the stamps, as we said, are interchangeable within the actual dies themselves, so you can really tailor these for any particular occasion, and that's them in their simplest form. Take note of the concept suite, which Sara showed you a few moments ago, so that you can have in your mind's eye just how many ways you can use these. These are flying. We are now at 25% of the stock gone. That, by my mathematics, is a quarter of the stock disappeared inside 47 minutes. Loads of you are getting excited about these. Few quick messages before we give you a chance to check out. Gilmore just saying, these dies make cute cards with the stamped sentiments to add that finishing touch. And you're loving the hearts and the stars. Lots of you commenting about those. Imani on YouTube says, I am very still a bit of a new crafter. I've been crafting for 4 months now, and these new dies are so cute. These are for everyone as well, Imani, even if you are, fairly new to it, you've not been doing too much crafting, get these today, and honestly, they're going to make you look like an absolute pro in no time. And lots of lovely comments coming through that Sara is back. Anne on YouTube says, I just want to let Sara know that my husband might have a little crush on her. So therefore, when she's on, he watches with me, but it really means that he buys me more when she is on. All good.
We like that husband.
All
I thought you were
good.
going to say, and he watches with me, which means I'm not allowed to buy anything. But if he's treating you to stuff, then we're sending him lots of love. Yes, absolutely. Mwah.
There you go. There you go. Listen, loads of you are shopping right now. We're super busy, so let's take a short little break and give you a chance to check out those baskets, and we'll come back with plenty more on this brand new launch date in just a couple of minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Lots of you checking out your baskets during that break. We'll give you more opportunities to check out over the course of the show. Carol saying so much fun to see Sara back again. Mary Lee saying it's so nice to see Sara back with her excitement and her inspiration. I've missed you, Sara. I'm glad you're back, says Mary Lee.
Oh, do you know, I feel really bad now. I feel like I've been gone a long time. It hasn't been that long I've been gone. But yes, for those of you that don't know, I've been away on the Strictly tour. So after we finished Strictly, and of course when I was doing Strictly, I could still come in and do shows because I was just dancing midweek and could dance early in the morning and come do shows in the afternoon. But with the tour, I had to literally go away and be on tour. We used to go around, we would go around the country in the tour bus. But that finished a couple of weeks ago, so I'm back, I'm caught up, and I'm back in the thick of it with everything Crafters TV.
Oh, we're so delighted. We really are. It's lovely to have you back. And lots of you just saying how much you're loving this new collection as well. I think we ought to have a little demo on this as well because we're getting very excited. Just to mention as well, in just over an hour's time, if you're waiting to see more from Jodie from Tonic, she will be here at 4 o'clock. She'll be back with another hour. It's 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific for another hour with Tonic Studios who are with us right throughout the day today. But Sara, what were you going to show us next with this brand new collection?
Okay, so just a recap for those that haven't been here for the whole show, okay? Right at the beginning, I started with the very basics. So this is how you do, I class this as being the most basic card when it comes to edgeables, where you cut into the front of the card. Now, I think it looks anything but basic, but the actual technique, for those of you that saw from the beginning, it's that simple to do. Then we progressed on from that and we've done a gatefold card. And this show, Ben, is about building up your confidence and about building up. So we've got the front, now we've got the gatefold. The next one I'm going to teach you is how we do a top down like this, right?
Ooh,
so how we do a full top down from the front of your card. Now what I do want to do as well is teach you like like a little cheap way for those of you that like to work on A4 cardstock.
Oh, yes.
So these designs are designed to work on like a 6x6 card base. Now A4 is just slightly less than 12 inches, and there's a great way you can work around that. So let me just show you. If I take my scoring board and go one little notch before the 6, what that will give me is a perfect half-fold card that's just a smidge shorter than 6 inches.
Right.
And then bear in mind, we want to square it off to 6 inches. So we're going to bring this in here and square it off to 6 inches. Those of you that have like our subscription boxes and things like that, then they might just be wanting to take one of the 6x6 card blanks out and you're ready to go. But what we're going to do this time is we're going to cut down the two sides. So if I take that Edgeable design, we're going to start with it here, and we need to stay connected on the inside and cut to the outside, so the opposite of when we did the gatefold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie this right on the edge, and I'm going to take this as far towards the outside of the card as we can, and then I'm going to hold that in place with a little bit of tape on the bit that's going to cut away, all right? Now, I did show everybody quite a nice little technique, because obviously this is longer than the 6 inches, so if you do that, what's going to happen is it's going to cut into the back of the card. So how I get around this is, I'm going to lie this on my cutting plate, but I'm going to put the fold of the card off the cutting plate. So that's right onto the cutting plate, so it stops cutting at that point. Does that make sense? So it's just a great little tip for if you want to kind of stop your cut a little bit sooner. Just build up your sandwich as normal, send that through. You've got that tiny little bit just hanging out the edge of the cutting machine there, but all it means is it won't cut into the back of the card. And then it's going to be exactly the same when we take this. So if I lift this off here, and I'm just going to tap that out and make sure we've got all those pieces out. Now I want to do exactly the same, but on the other side of the card. So this time we're just turning the design upside down, and I want to cut that right there. Again, I'm going right up towards the edge of the card, holding that in place. This time I need to make sure this is absolutely cutting here. So that's on the side of the card ready. I'm going to pop that in. We've got the die hanging out the edge this end, but that's absolutely fine. Send that through, and that will do the perfect cut. So I don't want you to think, oh, the dies are 6 inches, so we have to buy bigger cardstock and waste a lot cutting it down. The dies are designed to be oversized so that they can work on slightly smaller card bases if you need them to.
Gotcha.
All right? So there we go. So once we get to that stage there, what you need to do is just bring a pair of scissors in and then trim along the top here, and that'll come away. And then also trim up to this cut here, right? And that will cut away, so that what you end up with, can you see, is we've got that beautiful design where it's cut at the top and the bottom part here, all right? So this is what I'm saying. I think this would make a beautiful wedding invite, this one as well.
Yeah, it really would.
Now, what I then want to do, Ben, is I'm just going to take some black cardstock. Let's have a little look. I have got a little piece. Oh, I'll put it here, right? So I've got some pieces of black. I'm going to take the die again, and I want to add a little shadow around the back, okay? Okay. So if we pop that on again, and I'm going to just send it through, we're going to cut a shadow piece. I'm just going to use a new piece of tape. We don't have to keep reusing that bit of tape. I'm going to send it through, and then we're going to cut this beautiful shadow to go behind the card as well in the detail.
Jenny Barger just says, I've loved, Jenny from our DT team actually says, I've loved working with these dies. Gilmore saying how much she's loving the hearts and stars in this collection as well. Lillian Kwok on Facebook says, Sara, you were gone forever.
I was gone
so
forever.
happy you're back. It felt like forever. It was only a few weeks, wasn't it?
3.5 weeks, guys.
Yeah.
I really wasn't gone that long, but
People
I'm
have missed
glad that you guys felt it was a long time.
Yeah.
It's about the same length as one of Ben's holidays, isn't it?
Oh,
low blow there,
here we
low
go.
blow straight in there.
Here we go. It was
I can't
only,
take credit for that one. That was Georgina said that in my ear, and I thought that's funny. I'm
is
saying
that,
that.
it was only a week, but it seemed like 2 weeks because I came back on my days off, if you know what I mean. So I would have been back in earlier, but it was my day off, days off.
I came back on my days off.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a hard life, guys, isn't it? It's a hard life. He came back on his days off and had to have some days off.
I'm going away again in 4 weeks' time.
Oh, I tell you what.
Yeah, what a slacker. I'm off to Cyprus for 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey. Right, let's have a little look. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to position this under here, Ben.
Yeah.
Can you see it? We're just going to have a slight little bit of a shadow, ever so slightly. That's why I want to say there.
Oh,
look at
that's
that.
stunning,
Now
yeah.
that, pure class.
That is
Just such a tight little
pure
shadow.
class.
I'm going to do the same here. Have you noticed what I did, guys? I went all over the front with the dotty tape pen so that we were nice and sticky, right? And then I came all the way down here with the straight one. And actually, is that going to be all right? Or we're going to need to go, yes, it's going to be all right. And then I just took it underneath here so that I can just like eyeball it, just to make sure we get the tiniest little bit. I only want a tiny little bit of shadow shown. There it is.
But it's just that tiny little extra effect, which, like you say, takes it to that next level, isn't it?
And then, of course, you just trim off the extra here that you maybe don't want to see. So, yep, right. So there's a little subtle bit on there.
Yeah.
And then all I'm going to do, you don't need an awful lot going on in the rest of the card, is I'm just going to layer this up and put this in the centre. And because we've got the red and the black, I'm keeping to like a two-tone colour palette like that. You've got those lovely subtle bits. There's an extra, I've just seen there, an extra little heart that shouldn't be in there. Off you go, off you pop your trot, off you pop, what am I trying to say?
Off your trot?
Off your trot. I'm like, off you pop your trot.
Off you pop your trot?
Yep, pop your trot, pop your trot. That'll go in the middle there. Now look, I've got a really nice little sentiment, sending you my love. So we're going to put that in the middle here. And then I've also die cut. Now you know how each one gets some extra pieces?
Yeah.
This one has got some extra hearts on here.
It has.
So I'm just going to die cut the heart into a little bit of red, and then we're just going to add them on all the way around, and I think they'll just add, in fact I'll use my tape on here, not tape, wet glue, just to add a little bit of like a finishing touch with them.
And again, obviously, you could colour in the little hearts if you wanted, or if you wanted to kind of, cut more of those out and add some colour to the actual hearts on the side, you could do. But the point is here, without taking anything away from you, this looks like an amazing card, like top notch, like you say, real class, but really achievable for everybody. And that's what I love about this channel, is the fact that you can pick up this deal today, and even if you've never crafted before, if you're worried about taking that next step, you can follow this step-by-step demo that Sara's just done here, and you too create a card just like that. It's so simple to do once you've got the know-how, and hopefully we send you away with not only the great products, but the know-how and the courage to be able to give it a go as well. And you in no time will be creating cards just like this. I love the fact, Sara, that we're seeing the versatility of these more than anything. So many ways you can use them.
So many completely different designs, Ben.
Yeah.
And I think that's what like you say. I mean, I'm only showing you 6.
Yes.
But bear in mind that concept suite, there was about 30 different ideas there, every one completely different. But then I'm trying to make them right from scratch. So you can see how each one of these is literally a 10-minute make, starting right at the beginning. All I'd done there, Ben, was got the topper ready to go and pre-tied the bow. Everything else you've watched me do live from the beginning. That's the difference with Edgeables. They are literally designed to have all of that intricacy and the cleverness of cutting into the card instead of cutting out. So you don't have to think of a lot of clever stuff to do with them. They do the clever stuff in and of themselves. You're just going to position them in different places. Yep. Now, I've got more demos to come in the second hour of the show. Plus, I've also got all of those concepts which we will run through again.
We're almost at 30% of the stock gone. We are buzzy. Laurie's is saying, just something special about watching Sara. I'm filled with high energy and excitement. Let me know if you've bought this collection. Also, let me know if you're picking and choosing which ones you're going for. And saying, I'm hopeless, I wasn't going to get these. Then Sara's demos made me think, maybe I'll get a couple, but I couldn't make my mind up, so I've ordered all of them.
That is exactly what you need to do. Trust me, you can go for just a couple. We've got like a 2-for special offer on.
Yep.
However, you buy 2, I can guarantee you now you'll come back and buy the other 4.
Yeah.
Because that's the beauty about Edgeables. They're so versatile and unique. And every one of these cards, you can do every one of the designs on every single one of the cards. That's the beauty of them.
Yeah, buy them all now and save yourself more money later on, if you get my drift. And Sandra Dundas, hello Sandra, says, I've just ordered the butterflies and the flower ones. Other things that you might want to pop into your basket to work as perfect partners with these collections, and to also potentially help you get up towards that free shipping. We've got the beautiful water reactive dyes on the show as well. A lovely selection of colours for you here. You've got 10 in total for just $31.19 or $43.99. So you've got Bordeaux. Lots of our favourites in here, actually. You've got your lemon tonic, you've got the plum jam, we got green topaz. Craig was using these a little bit earlier on Wake Up Call and created a beautiful background with these. Ocean blue, we're going to bring you the baby blue. You've got grasshopper, or grasshopper, depending on where you're from. Then you've got your damson wine, you've got the crushed velvet, and also the Lagoon. So 10 of those with a £10.91 saving, $14.51 in dollars, £31.19 or $43.99 is your platinum price on those. Centura Pearl, a lovely collection right here of our gorgeous Centura Pearl, real luxury, like real quality here, of course, and 310 GSM. So potentially, if you're looking for beautiful cardstock to work with some of the dimensional products that you are picking up from Tonic, because I know the Tonic goodies are flying out the door as well, these might be perfect for you. 100 sheet collection, 10 different colours, 10 of each, and the colours you're going to receive, you've got your baby blue, you've also got the baby pink, you're going to receive 10 sheets of your cherry, the gorgeous lilac, and hopefully you'll be able to see how much of that gorgeous sheen you're going to get on there as well. You've got that royal blue. As I said, the great thing about this, great for your cards, great for your dimensional work as well. There's the deep purple. I won't do the song. You've got the fuchsia in there as well, 10 sheets of fuchsia. Beautiful Christmas green, although of course you're going to be using that right throughout the year. You've got the solar gold. And the last colour you've got is the pale silver. So 100 sheets, 20% saving. Platinum price on that is just £24 or $40 if you are shopping with us in the US. And actually, the 12 by 12 deal that we've got, really nice because we've got some beautiful pattern paper which you might well have seen already in some of the makes which Sara's got over that side of the studio, and actually including one of the most popular pads of the moment from the Vintage Butterflies collection. This is stunning. The 12 by 12 Vintage Butterflies collection works out that you're getting the 3 pads, 68 sheets of your paper and 24 sheets of the card from the Garden Party collection for an unbelievable price today. Stunning collection, plenty of snippability, and as you've seen, particularly as you've got the butterflies within this collection as well, you'll be snipping into this and using this alongside your border dies as well, no doubt. And if you bought the Vintage Butterflies collection as well, which we had on over the weekend, then it's a great way to stock up on this gorgeous paper pad too. So that's just one of the pads that you're going to get within this collection. Also another one of the pads which you guys have loved recently, and again we've been featuring a lot, which you know I think loads of you are picking up on, is the Enchanted Dreams collection. So that's the second of your 2 paper pads that you're going to receive. Gorgeous colours, really love the effects in here and the kind of dreamlike state. You've got unicorns. One of my favourite images is in here as well with that hot air balloon, with the actual balloon itself made out of the Hyde range of flowers. It looks just, I mean, look at that. Almost you could...
I'm using it on my next demo.
I love it so much. I almost just want to get like a picture frame and stick that on like Daisy's bedroom wall. She would absolutely love that. It's a work of art, but you're going to be seeing that in more detail in just a few moments' time. And again, the fact that you've got so much snippability within these paper pads, I just think makes them an absolute must. I love these rainbows as well. I know I'll always go on about this sheet whenever I see it. It's just got such like a childlike feel to it. I love the way that you've got that hand-drawn design on the rainbows. It's a gorgeous paper pad. It really, truly is. 32 double-sided sheets within that. So that's your 68 sheets of paper. And then we've got from the Garden Party, gorgeous luxury pearlescent cardstock here. This is stunning. 250 GSM here. Take a look at the pearlescent sheen, and once again this would stand up quite nicely to work in conjunction with the dimensionals that we've got from Tonic. So if perhaps you were thinking about using this you know, to make some of those perfume bottles, maybe to go with the beautiful lanterns, I absolutely think you could use this to be able to do that as well. A lovely selection of colours, nice pastel colours as well to use with your springtime makes, with Easter on the horizon as well, Mother's Day coming up, a lovely colour palette to be working with. That plus that plus that equals... Oh,
I'm upside down, Ben.
sorry, that equals just $26.98 today if you're platinum, or $32.30. Get it in your basket. A lovely selection of card and papers. Let's get back over to Sara and let's have another look at the Edgeables collection, which is flying. Over 30% of the stock has gone now. So you're going to incorporate some papers from the Enchanted Dreams collection, yeah?
From the Enchanted Dreams collection. Indeed I am, because I'm going to use the stars.
Ah, yes.
So this is the stars one. And actually I keep forgetting to use the stamps. So for example, that last card, I just added the stamp bit. If I just show you, totally forgot to add the stamp on. So, and all of these stamps, by the way, guys, all interchange.
Yes.
If you're going for all 6, you can literally interchange them across the whole collection. So sending all my love your way, right? So that goes back up on there. So this one here, you could also use the sending my love, or we've got the You're a Superstar. But each time, what we're going to do with this one is this is the one where we're going to do the floating. So I've just used, now you can either use one of these 6x6 card bases and cut a bit away, or just cut your card to 6x6 and leave a little bit along the top, because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have this floating along the top here, Ben, and I want to keep this connected onto the top base of your card. So again, using a little bit of the tape, and remember what I've been showing you, we're always going to stick the tape on the base bit that's cutting away. So that's going to go along there like that. We're going to lie this in the middle of the plates, and then we're going to do that cut as soon as it goes through, right? So that'll give us that, and I'm going to do the same technique here as what I did with the last card where we put a little bit of the black behind, but this time I want to add a little bit of colour to add a hint on there. So we'll do all of that kind of one step at a time.
Okay.
So if I lift this off, there are, can you see how well these are cutting, by the way, guys? I've had like not a jot of bother with any of them. And then if I want to add a little bit of ink onto here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's have a look, I've got a bit of pink tulip, bit of oasis on here. So if I just go in with a little bit of oasis on the middle, and then if I mix that into some pink tulip coming up the edges, what we should end up with, I've still got too much blue on here, we should end up with a bit of purple coming through. Yeah, can you see there? I'm trying. Yeah. I'll try and get a little pink pad on the bottom of here, and then we can actually get some pink coming through. Yeah, so where you mix the pink and the blue, you'll get a little bit of purple coming through.
Beautiful, yeah.
So really nice. Bit of blue, bit of pink, bit of purple. And then when we're ready to put that black behind, just cut the black out of another set. And then if you saw what I was doing, Ben, I was always using the tape, the dotty tape pen.
Yes. Over
the back of there. What you don't see me doing then is I end up with tape on here. So I just use a little wipe to make sure I take all the tape off here so that I don't end up with a really sticky mat. Okay. Really important. That's just, I'm conscious of, because it's a little bit boring to look at, I'm never showing you that when you're watching. So you might not see, and that's a really important bit to do all that tied, you know. And then can you see, now I do this after I've done the, there we go, after I've done the bit of colour coming on there, then we add that on next. So then you've got that lovely little bit of shading. Can you see? I mean, that just looks really impressive.
Really does, yeah.
Right? And I'm just going to trim off that tiny little bit of black that we've got on there because we don't want to see that, right? And then on the base, what I've done is, I've already stuck the two together, but let me add that little bit of colour again. So a little bit of blue onto the inside. And then we're going to mix the blue into a little bit of pink around the outside and blending in a lovely new shade of purple so that we've got them colours there. So that's going to go at the top, and then a bit of a clean up. This one's going to go at the bottom. But what you need to do is you want to have those two there, and we want them to float in the middle with that little bit of acetate.
Ah, got you.
So that's where you're going to get your piece of acetate, Ben, and we're going to stick it behind, and we need to stick this down really thoroughly onto the base of acetate. Let me just check I've got that the right way. Right, so because we need to stick this really thoroughly, again, you're coming tape pen, dotty tape pen all the way over here, so that we've got loads of tape on every little bit of that, and then plenty of this on the base there, Ben. Hold this in place, stick that first piece down. Now that, if you don't want the base, can you see, you could just have that whole piece and your card would float really nice from the front. Yeah. And as long as you give that a nice crease at the top, it'll stand quite proud on its own there, no problem, right? But if you want to stabilise the bottom piece, we're going to do exactly the same again, dotty tape pens over the bottom. I know we're waiting for all these tape pens to come back into stock, guys, but just shows you we're getting to that stage again with all of the, there's literally worldwide shortages of craft products again. So if there's something you want, when you see us and we have it in stock, you kind of just need to jump on it. Yeah, and also if you go on something online and you see it's out of stock, you can request to be notified when it comes back in stock, so that's also worth doing. But yes, hopefully the tape pen's back in stock very, very soon. Melanie Dees is saying, I'm loving this stamp and die collection. Sara, will I be able to use it with my MIDI? Yes, absolutely. So your MIDI, because they're not too detailed, and it's exactly the same size as what your Gemini Junior is. So I'm using all the Gemini Junior places. It's going to work a treat. Crafty Andy says, Ben, I bought this collection. Sandra's bought the butterflies and the flowers. Christina says, we lived in Cyprus for a while, Ben. I still have friends there. Curious to know where you're going. I loved my time living there. We're off to Paphos for a couple of weeks, which we're looking forward to. And Deborah Ann says, hi from New York. Sara, your hair looks gorgeous. Oh, thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Is that, so how can I put this? How can I phrase this?
How can you put this? How can you put this, Ben? How can you put
that
this?
That's your, I'll just say it. That's your real hair, isn't it?
That's about, a lot of it is.
Right. Ah, that's what I mean. But if some, because when you were doing your shows and that, sometimes you had more hair on, didn't you?
No, I had a wig on.
Oh, you had a wig on.
Yeah. So
Right.
basically, for those of you that, we're getting into all my hair secrets here, right?
Okay, we don't have to tell us if you don't want to. Have I got you in it?
When I did Strictly,
Yeah.
right, what I found was
Yes.
my hair all got really badly damaged. You're going to have to look at my hair for this tail, right? My hair got really badly damaged and all broke at the top.
What, because you were having so much done to it?
Because I was having so much. So can you see all this hair's all broken at the top, right?
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't look good. So
No.
basically, during the tour, they put me a wig on from here backwards all the time so that my hair was kind of protected underneath.
Yeah.
So while it was protected, it grew and also it was in a lot better condition. So what's happened is it's now grown a little bit longer, but then also just to thicken it out, while it thickens out, we've put a couple of little extra bits in here, just so that where it's thin at the top, I've got an extra little bit of hair. Do you need me to show you what that extra bit of hair looks like, Ben?
So I'm just intrigued. Like, how to... What do you stick it on with? A tape pen?
Right, there you go. No, it's kind of like, there you go. Can you see? Extra bit of hair.
Come on, can I oh, hang on a minute.
Can you see, yeah?
Let me
he's
just have a look. I'm
he's
coming in
for the look.
You are joking me.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's just an extra bit of hair. Stuck onto the broken hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my hair's actually grown this long.
What
It's
do you-
just got a couple of extra bits in so that the broken hair at the top, while it grows back out,
And what, does that just fall out eventually? Or
Well,
do you pull it out?
it would, yeah, or they can take it out and then stick it back in again.
Can you wash it like normal?
Yeah. Although it would have been a long, it's 3 weeks since they stuck these in. I don't think my hair would be looking this good if I hadn't washed it in 3 weeks.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I might get mine done like that.
Well, you could. Or I could just bring you my wig in.
Yes!
If you want, then
Yeah.
we could have matching hair one night.
Yeah.
You could have my wig on, I could curl my hair. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, we're totally doing that. We
Yeah.
are totally doing that,
Yeah,
guys.
bring it, and I'm up for that.
This was a really serious demonstration 5 minutes ago. It's gone downhill now. Let's have a little
Yeah,
look.
sorry.
Right. Right, so I'm going back to, so we stuck that to our acetate to give it some structure, Ben.
Yeah.
I've got that lovely little fairy, and I've also got a nice couple of little finishing pieces, so I'm just going to add these on
Okay.
and stick my fairy on, and
Yeah.
then we'll be, that demo will be all done. Hopefully, that's another technique that everybody's learned.
Yes.
It just shows you, I really was just wanting to get across the versatility of all these designs. if I'm
Oh,
being
you're
really
doing
honest.
it, with spades on. I mean, it just absolutely. That fairy, by the way, if you recognise that, that came from yesterday, didn't it?
It did.
The brand new
I've
launch.
tried, when I've been planning the demonstrations, Ben, I've tried to incorporate a little bit of everything that we've had on recently for all those of you who've bought the new launches, because obviously I haven't been around for all of the new launches.
No.
Oh, this one's right at the end as well. I'm squeezing. You can tell we're on tape pen shortages in
know.
HQE, aren't you? We're
Heather was just
literally-
saying on the socials that she bought a ton of tape pens recently, just in case, and it seems like your savvy shopping
been a
there has
good
certainly
idea.
paid off for you, Heather.
Yeah. Let's have a tiny little look. Right, I'm going to just stip you down there. Stick this down. Oh man, where have you gone? There you are. Go and
Lots
stick-
of love.
It's gone
you're
on
right.
the floor. Yeah.
Lots of love for me and a blonde wig idea. So maybe we should make that happen.
Ben, if you want to make that happen, you know I'll make that happen.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe we could do that, because also someone reminded me, Leslie's just said, Ben, you and Sara did a cartload together recently. We were promised a Ben cartload. Ask Sara, when can
Do
we
you
have
know,
that show?
I knew I'd done a show with you, Ben. We did do that. We
Yeah,
did promise
and I
everyone
remember that as well. You said I could have my own cartload.
Yeah, I
show.
did. And you just said I haven't done a show with you recently.
Ah.
Obviously, it was that memorable.
So
You
have I
just
blown,
forgot.
what you're saying then, I've blown the opportunity of having my own cartload show?
No. If everybody wants a Ben cartload,
Yeah.
I think we should have a Ben cart. Does everybody agree?
Put your hands
First
up
of
on the
all-
socials and let us know if you do.
Yeah, let us
Yeah.
know. If everybody wants to see a Ben cartload,
Well, can I pick some of my favourite products and chuck them in and get some amazing prices?
well, that's what I do when I do a Sarah cartload. So
What,
I
and you'll
don't
let
see
me- you'll
why
let me
you'd
loose,
be any
will you?
different.
Right. We'll chat after the show. Anyway,
I love that one. I think that might be my favourite one so far.
Well, you've done some crackers. I think that possibly might be my absolute fave too. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the whole process again behind it, so nice and easy for you guys to follow as well. And hopefully you're seeing why you absolutely need these in your lives, and you're beginning to understand why we're heading towards a third of the stock has gone. Dee says, I double dog dare Ben to do her wig for one whole show. I'll do it.
Ben won't even need much
No,
persuading,
of course not.
guys.
I've worn weirder things. Christina says, very cool to hear the hair stories, and that's just one of the things that I love about Sara, the crew, and these shows. I always feel like I'm with my friends. Well, you are with your friends, and like you say, there's no secrets here. You know what we're like. That's why I asked.
Well, it's a good job there's no secrets, isn't there? Because if not, there certainly wasn't going to be by the end of the show.
The great thing is I know you guys so well that I feel that I can ask those sort of questions, and I don't worry about the response, because if you turn around and say yes, you'll show me, you know, that's fine. If you turn around and go no, sling your hook, it's fine. You know, it's all good.
Someone said to me the other day, she said, is that your hair? I said, yeah. He said, is that really your hair? I said, yeah, I paid for it. It's true.
Crafty Angie just says, sorry, you're such a down-to-earth person. To show your hair secrets to the world, just wow. Just being notified on the socials, yes, everyone wants a Ben cartload. Let us move on and have a look at the Tonic goodies. Right, by the way, countdown to Tonic. 40 minutes to go. The lovely George is going to be here. He'll be taking care of that show with Jodie, and indeed he'll be back later on for Monday Makers. George and Corinne are going to be here with some amazing deals. However, let me quickly show you what is going to be coming up on the Tonic show in just a little while. You guys, as I knock them all over, are absolutely loving the dimensional die set. I've popped this one in front here because this is the kind of leader of this particular set. Everybody wants to get their hands on this coffee cup, right? And everyone's looking at it and going, I need that in my life, and they're looking at the individual of that. But then they're going, well, hang on a minute. In this bundle, I can get the dies to allow me to make this gorgeous lantern as well. If you didn't catch Craft Chat Create earlier on, I'll get that right one day, do go back and watch it, because Jodie popped this beautiful lantern together, and it's so simple to do. It's like a lot of the dies that we give you here as well. You look at the finished product and you think to yourself, there's no way that I could do that. These dies make it so simple for you to create these dimensional products. And then also within this collection, you've got these really cute delicate boxes as well. So whether you're looking at these potentially for little table decorations, for a wedding, for a party, you know, so many of you chatting about that coffee cup as being a great little idea, maybe for a kid's party. Maybe that could be like, you know, a little milkshake holder. Maybe you can put sweets in there, popcorn, whatever it might be. Whether you're using these, you know, to pop little gift ideas in, whether it be for Easter, for Mother's Day, grab these now, because honestly they are flying out of the door, and when you see how simple they are to put together, which Jodie will show you a little bit later on, you'll want to get them. £53.19 is your platinum price, or $63.92. Also worth bearing in mind, I know I sound like a broken record, but if Tonic brought you here, if you're watching us for the first time today because of Jodie, firstly, welcome and thank you. Hopefully you're enjoying the Crafters TV experience, but as a thank you to you for watching us, we're going to give you 20% off your first purchase today. All you need to do to take advantage of that is head to our website. Details at the bottom of the screen for you there. Hit the Club Inspire tab, sign up, need your email, your name, you create a password, boom, you're in the club, and you'll get 20% off your first order, which is the price which the majority of our guys who have been with us for, you know, years and years get. So it's a real lovely incentive for you to sign up today. And as I say, so thank you from us to you for choosing us today. We've also got coming up for you in just under 40 minutes time, these perfume bottles, and again, I'll whiz through these fairly quickly. I feel like I could chat about them forever and ever, but we need to be getting on with more of the launch day goodies. These flew out this morning as well. As I said, feel a little bit like one of the wise men from the Christmas story. You could give them faces, did you just say, Georgina? You could, I mean, if you wanted to give them faces, you could do. That's not the first thing that sprung to my mind, but if you want to give them faces, then you can. These would be cute, seriously, wouldn't they, at Christmas time, if you wanted to use them for that. But year round, these are super, great for popping in little perfume bottles, great for popping in little, what did Erin call these earlier on? Miniatures, she had another name for them. I can't remember what she said, but little miniatures you can pop in there, absolutely. Really super cute as well. This one here has got some of those, I still can't remember the name of them. Oh, scent bursts. I called them smelly balls earlier on. Scent bursts. So if you wanted to maybe pop those in there, maybe a bit of potpourri for your home as well, you absolutely can. But those are the 3 different projects that you can make, and then you've got the 3 different die sets there as well. So you've got the impassioned incense, you've got your sweet fragrance, and then you've got your gorgeous ephemeral Floral Essence. All of those, 83 dies in total to create these for $51.99 or $60.79. And again, tune in to Jodie in 40 minutes time for more information and inspiration with those. Cardstock. Again, let's just quickly rattle through this. The Craft Perfect cardstock, 216 GSM cardstock you've got here, and it's got like sort of like a weave textured design to it. You're going to get 60 sheets in total in a lovely array of colours as well. So you've got your gorgeous red. You've got the aubergine. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Lovely colour. You've got your maroon red in there as well. Then you've got that gorgeous spearmint green. You've also got the navy blue, and then lastly that stunning buttermilk yellow. 60 sheets in there, great price. A lot of you couldn't believe the deal. We had to reiterate that a few times. Yes, it's a quarter saving, and it's £9.90 if you're platinum, or $14.37. And a lot of you earlier on were buying the crystal drops. Now, apologies for those of you who were watching earlier on. We did have a few little gremlins on the site, which meant that you couldn't grab the bundle. Lots of you were buying these individually, which is absolutely fine. However, we do now have the bundle available for you. It is live on the website, and these are absolutely gorgeous. The colours that you're going to get there, you've got Moroccan red, sweet lilac, you've got your berry blue, dandelion yellow, ripened pumpkin, apple green, and your plum pudding as well. These are great just for adding that little kind of finished effect on your cards. There's little kind of embellishments, if you like. What a brilliant tip from Jodie earlier on, because these will take potentially around about 4 hours to dry once you pop them onto your project. Leave them to dry naturally. But what Jodie was saying, what you could do is lay quite a few of these down onto some cardstock and pop them to one side, so that you've got a lot there for when that you want to be able to use them in the future. So that's another great tip, but actually a lovely array of colours at a lovely price, £12.56 for all of those, and that deal is now live. That's your platinum price, of course, $14.66 if you're shopping with us in the US and you are a platinum member. Grab those deals now, and Jodie will be here with George at 4 o'clock, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. Back to our launch day. Shall I quickly whiz through again and show you the designs that you're going to get, and then we'll get back to Sara because I know she's itching to show us some more demos. These are the border stamp and die sets. You've seen already just how versatile these sets are. 18 dies in total, 6 stamps as well, which are totally interchangeable with all of the different designs that you're going to get. And you can see how we've perfectly designed the stamps to fit in with the flow of the Edgeables. So that one there is your beautiful cute florals, which says a special note of thanks to you. You've got more beautiful butterflies and florals in there as well. That one is your Bonnie butterflies. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. We've got beautiful foliage in here. We've got stunning stars, something for everybody. You know what I mean? You can create cards and projects for so many different people. There's the hearts in there as well, with the love to you, all coming with their own sentiments with those stamps. And then you've got the gorgeous classic swirls as well. Let's get on back to Sara, because I feel like we're going on a bit of a crafty journey, showing you how quickly and simply you can do like 5-minute makes with these, but then again, as we saw with that last card, you can take a little bit more time, but wherever you are on your crafting journey, you need to have these in your life. We're up to demo number, are you on to 4? 5?
Number 5, yes, but before I do that, actually, I just wanted to run you through that concept suite. So
yes.
I'm trying to build up your confidence so that you can see how all of these work. So for example, really simple, just a half-fold card. We're going to cut onto the front of the card. This is the sort of shape you can get. Brilliant for like a nice little thinking of you card or wedding invites. These will be perfect for. But then you can take it to the next step, and this is cutting on the top of the card. So you can see we did a 10-fold, Ben. Cut it on the front and cut it on the back. Don't be frightened to do both. Now, Ben loved this one.
Yes.
Where he's just done a half-fold, put it on the slight diagonal, and continued the cut. You can see we've got to here, and then just finished that little bit of the edging off there. This is the same as the one you've just seen, but in a different design. Doesn't it just look how it's completely different?
Yeah.
Now, this is the same but different, because this is only cut on the front, and then instead of cutting into the back, cutting in a complementary piece of colour, and then layering the two together so they kind of meet. They're all designed so that the curve would meet in the middle if you're doing this type of card, or if you're doing a gatefold like this where they meet in the middle. This is one of the ones I showed you how to do earlier. I think they're really clever, them. Whether you're meeting them, excuse me guys, whether you're meeting them in the middle, or this one here is brilliant if you ever do it with vellum.
Yeah.
So you put, you cut into the front, and then you mirror that with the vellum and then just angle it out a little bit slightly, and they look so professional. This one here is similar to the one I'm going to show you next, where we can cut on the front and the back of the card, but them cutting outwards instead of cutting inwards. I've still got a Z fold to show everybody, so I'm going to be teaching you all the measurements and techniques for how to do a Z fold as we get towards the end. You've also got the ones where, so for example, this is cut up the side, so it's just a side fold card, but we've cut into the side and cut onto the front. This is where we've done it where, if I just show you, this is a single fold. So this is just one fold with it cut over the edge. This is a double fold where we've cut it twice. Can you see? So we've got that twice into there. Then this here, I love this one. I love them all actually, look at this. So this is in an easel card where we've cut into the front and the back of the easel, and then also use the easel card for a stopper.
Yeah.
And again, just think if you're doing themed collections like wedding invites, for example, you could use the same design but on different shapes of cards for like the invites and then the thank you cards and then the place settings, for example. That's the technique that I just showed you, where we cut at the top and the bottom, which I think is lovely. What about cutting in both sides and using them for creating your apertures for shaker cards, for example? We've got this one where it's cutting over the fold, so it's very similar to the one I'm about to show you, but taking it another level. This is cutting into the side of a card and over the top fold, so cutting two ways in different cards. You can do it where you cut a 3-fold card, so can you see this is just one long sheet of card, and we've cut it into the front and then made it like a 10-fold card. Or this is like the second or third demo I think that I showed you, where we cut into the front of the card and it just shows you how the sides mirror beautifully well. Or just use it as a lovely big mat and layer for the base of your cards.
Oh, wow.
So many techniques you can do, Ben, so many different ones. And bear in mind, this is just the first show, so you get these designs today on the launch day. But then what you're going to be able to do is we'll be doing a craft along with these. Yeah. We'll be doing a masterclass with these. They'll be featuring on some of the other shows where you get the other people's takes on them. So there's loads of different ideas, and I want you to know that once you've got them, the best deal we ever do, you can get the deal on the launch day show. That's when the great deal is. Get these on the deal, come back, you can watch this show back, you can watch these 6 techniques I've taught you, you can see everybody else's techniques on them. We'll build up a library of loads and loads of different video tutorial ideas. So once you've got them, this is going to be like a never-ending supply of ideas of what you can do with them.
Wow, so much to love. Lorna Jane on Facebook just saying, good afternoon everyone, aren't these just the most gorgeous edgeables? And Mary Kay says, I had to leave for an appointment, I'm back now. Did I miss Sara demonstrating a fold-back card?
Oh, well, you can always rewind and go back and watch the next bit.
Yeah.
However, this is the fold back. So if it was the fold back you were waiting to see, this is the one I'm about to show you here, which is the fold back where we get it going onto the front and the back of the card in a different way. So this is the one that I think looks utter class. And I'm using that 12x12 pad that we've got on special offer as well, just so you know, Ben, right? It's from the Vintage Butterfly collection.
Yes.
So what I've got is, you can take one of your cards. If you get like our boxes where you get your ready-made cards and envelopes, this is just one of your regular A6 or A2 cards in America, or a 4x6 if you're getting out the ready-done box. And what I've done is, I've scored the front in half and folded it back. So this is why we're calling it a fold back, okay? And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this, and we've got the design where, can you see, this is going to stay connected. So what we need to think about is, where are we positioning this? So if we position it this way, what it's going to do is, it's going to cut that in, and we end up with this part. That's wrong. You need it so that the bit that stays connected is that part. Yeah. So can you see, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just stick this onto the front, hold it in place with a little bit of the low-tack tape, and I'm wanting to make sure that when we stick the tape, the temptation is to stick it down here, Ben. Actually, don't do that. I want you to stick it up here, because this is the bit that is going to cut away, so then you're not peeling sticky tape off your card. All right? So that's going to go on there, and I'm going to cut that straight through. And like someone was asking if these will work through the Gemini MIDI as well. Absolutely. The dies are all just shy 6 inches, so they'll work through all of our 6-inch wide machines. So your Junior, your MIDI, absolutely not a problem.
Yeah. A lot of people as well have been chatting about how perfect these would be for those more sort of slimmer cards as well. A lot of our US viewers are loving these for those like DL size cards.
They would be brilliant for your slimline cards. We call them DL over here. There's actually a big trend for a full-on slimline card in the US, which is a slightly different size to our DL, but it's a beautiful card technique. So yes, I think they would work absolutely beautifully for your slimline cards. Can you see I've just taken this down to the other side, Ben? So that's there. Same technique again. If I was to cut it the same way,
Yeah.
it would cut off. We would need this bit, the bit that's staying connected to the card needs to be the flat bit, okay? It's all you need to remember for every card technique that you do. So I'm putting the flat bit so it stays connected, holding that down with a little piece of tape, and then through the machine we go.
Just to say as well, this launch is proving super, super duper popular, and I don't think I'm saying anything out of turn if I mention that you're back with us tomorrow as well, Sarah, aren't you, with another brand new launch?
You are absolutely not mentioning anything out of turn if you say that, Ben. I am here for launch party tomorrow.
Launch party.
Launch party. Is that me and me again?
It's not me, I'm done now.
Oh.
I've done 4 days in a row.
Oh.
So that's enough for now.
So does that mean I get Joe?
I think you do, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go, yay! I thought you were going to go, yay! Thank goodness.
I realise that might be a bit tactful, so I will just stop quick while I'm ahead.
Stop
Right.
there. It's the new craft kit tomorrow, isn't it? Box 45?
Yes. Well,
46?
to be honest, I've just thought if you go and have a little look, I bet
I might be there.
I bet it's live.
Oh.
So I bet if you go and have a little look on the website, you can go and see if the products have gone live yet. You can always have a little shop ahead of us.
You can have a little sneaky peek.
Right. So all I've done there is added a little bit of colour onto there, Ben, and I'm just going to do a little bit of matting and layering and build it all up.
Beautiful stuff. Loads of you getting very excited about this collection, and actually lots of you looking forward to seeing Jodie again, maybe seeing her for the first time. She's joining us from Tonic in 25 minutes. Lots of chat about those dimension dies. Mary saying, I love those perfume bottles. If you tweak the taller one, you could decorate it as a lighthouse. Yeah, you could. And Patty just saying the coffee cups would be cute to add a coffee gift card to. I know teachers appreciate coffee gift cards versus anything with apples on it. And just to say, if you've been asking about the cups, whether you could put liquid in them, I wouldn't recommend it unless you could get some sort of like lining, because obviously you're just going to be creating it with your own normal cardstock.
They're just pretty looking ones, guys.
Yeah. You can pop your popcorn and your sweets and stuff in, but don't be putting any liquid in, because they are obviously not meant for that. But keep the comments coming through, and as I said, if you've got any questions specific to Tonic, then do send those through, and I'll pass those on to George when he takes over in 25 minutes time, and he'll be able to pop all of those burning questions to Jodie, who will be joining him for an hour, because if you are just joining us, you're thinking, oh, they'll be finished in 25 minutes. No, new schedule. We're through with you till 5 o'clock, and then of course back at 6 for Monday Makers a little bit later on. Looking forward to that. George is going to be here with the lovely Corinne. Loads coming up on that show as well, including the triptych dies. I know the Swan Lake box is coming up as well. A brilliant deal on that one, with additional cardstock and also beautiful ink pads as well. Wanda Easter on Facebook just saying, so happy to see Sara back. It's amazing how she makes these cards with such ease. And she also has a way of making believe I need these dies, so I've placed my order.
Do you know, I honestly feel like I'm conning people if you guys think I'm really clever at card making, because I feel like the dies themselves just make it so easy.
Yeah.
There really is absolutely like nothing to it.
It's a difficult way to explain it, because I never want to take it away from our guys, because they are all very talented in what they do, and they are all experts in what they do, but they do have a bit of help with the tools. Is that a fair way of saying it?
We do indeed, guys. We really do.
Welcome back, Sarah, says Wanda. Goodbye, cash.
Oh, that's cracked me up.
And Carrie Valentine just wants to know, Sarah, what colour did you use for the fold back? What colours were you using for your for the edgeables there?
What colour am I using? Oh, that was a bit of pale fig.
Pale fig.
I do like a bit of pale fig.
Yeah.
Yes, you know I'm a purple fan, guys.
Yeah,
but to be honest, it might not look pale figgy because this wasn't clean.
Ah.
So,
You got a bit
so
of
if
a
you're
mixture
wondering
of-
why it doesn't look too pale figgy, now you understand it. It's like a combination.
Yes.
So, right, let's have a little look. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape pen down here, and I've got a couple of nice pearls to add on, and I think we're just going to add a nice little finishing touch down the bottom here. There we go. So that just shows you, and I've still got one more demonstration to do before I hand over to Jodie as well. So I've still got that Z fold card, so that I'm going to teach you, for those of you who have been waiting to see that Z fold technique. But look at that one there. That's that lovely fold back.
Amazing. Honestly, it's been such a great show. Loads of you have bought this collection, and hopefully you're now taking away from this all of these different makes. 5 makes so far that you've got to take home with you. When you've got your collection, you can recreate these, and that's the whole point about it. We send you away with the goodies. We send you away with the tuition as well. Free tuition, free tutorials that you can copy at home, when you get your goodies. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. We're going to give you time to check out your baskets right now. Marilyn P just says, I'm ecstatic that Ben is back. His personality and humour just make my day.
Do you know what? My mother-in-law will be watching this.
Yeah.
And so my mother-in-law and my father-in-law will be watching this. One of them has managed to see your brand new Crafty Can song,
yeah.
and the other one hasn't. And they've been asking if I can play it for them.
Well, can you play it for us? That's the question.
Well, what I was wondering was, do you think if I do all my demos, could we play it after my demos?
Well,
in a little break before Jodie comes on.
Yeah, it depends how good your next demo is. Depends on whether we're gonna play
also,
it.
don't forget you're going to be able to vote for me demo of the show after this.
Oh,
as well,
yeah,
so,
of course.
No pressure. No
all right.
pressure.
So you're doing another demo now?
Well, give us a couple of minutes to
Oh,
get ready for it.
Sorry. Look at me. Crack on. Do another demo. Goodness sake. Shall I? Oh, right, hang on a minute. Stop press. So we're not doing the demo of the show at the end of this 2 hours, no? Oh, it's a 3-hour. Oh, sorry, Sarah. It's a 3-hour show. So you'll have to put your demos in with the demos that Jodie does.
Right.
Yeah. So you won't find out until the end of the.
Who made them rules up?
I don't know. Want me?
Have you seen them coffee cups she's doing? They look awesome. How am I ever going to win? How am I ever going? Although I've got a star somehow.
You got a star on the board?
Well, I've just noticed that. I looked over because last time I checked I had 5.
What?
I mean, I might have just found where the little stars live and just been in here one Sunday night when no one was around.
And you started whacking them up there?
Yeah, so obviously someone's corrected that, but I've got a star.
Ah, well, no idea. But I'm sure, Sarah, whatever you've made, Sarah, will top whatever Jodie makes in the next hour. I've loved all of your makes, and I'm sure Jodie will have to go some way to be able to top those. Let's have a quick look at all of the dies that you're going to get within this collection. Jodie is here in 20 minutes time. These are phenomenal. You're going to get all of these beautiful dies with the coordinating stamps as well, and not just the dies to be able to create that beautiful edgeable effect, but then the additional dies to add extra layers and details to each and every one of the designs in this collection. So you've got your cute florals. Your sentiment there is a special note of thanks to you. And remember, again, worth reiterating that the stamps are interchangeable. So the flow of the dies works for all of the different sentiments that you've got. This one is your Bonnie Butterflies. Again, more butterfly dies, you've got that little floral as well, but the ability, if you want to be able to multi-cut these, snip into these and add more layers to those edgeables. Hope you have a wonderful birthday, and hopefully you've seen over the course of this show, as well as we're just looking at the in the foliage, that these are brilliant for creating quick, simple 5-minute makes, but also fantastic as well for going that extra mile. I love that floating card that we saw from Sara a little bit earlier on. Love the fact that you've seen the concept suite to get into your mind all of the different ways that these are available for you to craft with, and again, I love the fact that you've got the interchangeability, that's a good word, interchangeability of all of the sentiments within each of the designs in this collection as well. Brand new today. Last time we checked, we were over 30% of a big launch day stock gone. Scratch that, we are approaching 40% of the launch day stock gone, and I know more of you will buy as we head towards the end of the show, and more people will be buying as we come towards the end of this hour as well. And you're welcome back, Jodie from Tonic, and indeed George, who is limbering up in the wings, ready for that show. Saving 20% on this collection. Platinum members, £30.39 today. Another 20% comes off your total there. $38.20 if you're shopping with us in the US and you are a Platinum member. As I mentioned, if you join us for the first time today, whether Tonic brought you here or you've just found us on the old interweb, then sign up to Club Inspire and get 20% off this as your first order today. Right, let us get back to Sara for your, is this your final one?
Yes, what I promised was we'd do a Z-fold card. So for those of you that don't know, I love a Z-fold card. These are my Z-fold cards, okay? So you do all of this from one sheet of A4 cardstock. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a sheet of A4.
Yep.
Or it can be, if you're doing it with your 8.5 by 11, it's exactly the same technique, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to score it in half, and then we're going to score the front half in half again. So if you're doing it on your scoring board like this and you're using A4, it's one little notch before the 3 and one little notch before the 6. If you're doing it on your ultimate, it's going to be far more accurate, and that is going to be your half fold line and then your gatefold line, right? So this one's a slightly, because can you see, it's not quite exactly lined up, but it's going to get us near enough, whereas you want the exact accurate fold, you're going to use your ultimate, okay? So you take this to a fold back, then what I want you to do is I want you to square this off as a 6-inch card. So if you cut this to 6 inches, and then this bit that comes off, basically what we're going to do is, if I take these back to my fold back, right? This is a fold back card at a 6x6. This, you flip over, and then it connects on the front of the card like this. That's how you do your Z fold, okay? So I'll just take that again. So exactly as that trimmed off the bottom, then you're just going to flip it over, stick it onto the front, and then there's your Z fold card.
Okay.
Now, before we do that, stick it on the front, you can put all your fanciness into here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the die that we've got, and this is the leaf one, it's the only one I haven't used so far today, and I'm going to lie this on the front, and we're going to cut those beautiful leaves onto the front panel of this card. So that's going to go in there like that, Ben. Hold your tape down there, open it up, we're going to send that through and do all of your die cutting.
A few people were chatting about box lids as well, using these border dies. Would these work for your box lids?
I think that would work absolutely beautifully well on the side of your box lids. Basically, anywhere where you need to keep that, you need to keep it connected in.
Yeah.
Now, those of you who have the Gemini Pro, this is brilliant.
Ah, yeah.
Because you can obviously take your super-sized box lid, lie your dies on there and cut them out along the edges, and they're just going to look fabulous. So I think that would be brilliant. So can you see, when we lift this off here, Ben, right, if I take this off here and then just trim this down, now you can either then stick the rest of your card together like this, or you can trim this a little bit smaller if you want. So let's have a, oh, I'm just going to do it with my scissors. Let's have a little look. I'm just going to trim that straight up there, Ben, just for speed, just to show you exactly how that would come in along there. Right? So there is my front edge. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take that now, and we're just going to add a little bit of ink along the top part of the card here. So I've taken a couple of shades of green, and all I'm going to do is start off with a little bit of the lightest one, so your Spring Meadow, and put a little bit of colour on there. And then to just finish it off with the centrepiece, I can then take a little bit of like your Smoked Emerald and then put around the edge. So we end up with like a two-tone effect. You see that, just blending that right through.
Yes.
I think it looks lovely when you do that. It really makes it stand out as well. So just going to keep that nice and clean. So there's the front panel of our card. Now what I've just realised is I've cut my mats and layers ready while we were in the break, and I was trying to be quite clever.
Yeah.
I hope they're the right size. They are close enough, Ben.
It'll do.
I was doing that while you were chit-chatting, and then same for this one here, given that I just cut that by eye. I think I've got away with that one just nicely.
Smashed it.
So that is obviously going onto the front of the card here, and all I'm going to do, Ben, is I've just got some nice mats and layers, so I'm just going to do some fanciness on the background while you're telling me what everybody thinks.
Well, everybody is... oh, by the way, someone's mentioned about the stars on the board, saying, can't remember who it was, but someone did remove your stars. I thought you were joking then when you said you stuck a load of stars up there.
Oh, no, I thought I'd get away with it.
Oh, we need to find out who it was. Was it you, Craig? Craig just walked in. No? Oh, he's not saying anything. He's not saying anything. George? No, not George. Okay. No. Kathy just saying, I love the fact that you just stuck a load of stars up. My order is in. Can't wait to receive my order, says Kathy Wright. Nice to see Sarah and Ben back. Thank you, Kathy. Lovely to have your company, and lovely that you're loving this deal. Yeah, loads of chat about using these border dice for box lids, as we found out they would be perfect. For Holidays Design saying, I have a weakness for all of the Crafter's Companion Edgeables. I just love them.
Me too.
Yeah, so versatile, so quick, so easy, but so impressive on a make. Love that leaf die, says Janine. Very versatile. And thank you both, says Jodie Johnson, for keeping me company as I prepare some work. I think that the hardest part of using these Edgeables is choosing which design to use first.
I like your thinking there. I think that is also one of the most challenging parts.
Rachel, who's doing our social, just saying, my memory is like a fish's. Too many shows to keep all the gossip straight, but we'll try and find out who removed all of your stars. Not that it really matters, because you shouldn't have put them up there in the first place.
I thought you were going to say because they shouldn't have removed them. I was going to say, I like your thinking there, Ben. I like your thinking.
Said that, didn't I? Yes, you shouldn't have removed them, whoever you were.
Yes.
Sarah can do what she wants.
Well, she can try, but clearly she doesn't get away with it. Is I think the learning that we've just taken from that.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a little look. I've just realised I was going to add just a note to say on here. So let's hope I get plenty of ink on here to start with, because I'm not using my stamping mat here. I'm just going to go for it first time.
Okay.
Take off the excess there. So just a little note to say, but bear in mind they're all interchangeable, so if you didn't want this to be just a little note to say, you could stamp anything you want on there.
Yeah.
So you've got just a little note to say, and then what I have got is a lovely big thanks that I'm going to add on here.
And where's that paper from? Anne's asking.
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a little think.
I don't reckon.
I think the stamping dies I remember were the Autumn Blessing ones
Yeah.
I seem to use.
Right.
Was it the Woodland Friends? Yeah, it's the Woodland Friends.
Oh, Woodland Friends.
The Woodland Friends. I knew it would come back to us eventually.
Yeah. And obviously, Sarah's been using a lot of the vintage butterflies over the course of the show as well, which we've got on the show, which I'll recap on before we disappear very shortly, because we've got a great deal on the 12x12s, including that. And Ali Warren just saying, I'm thinking that this leaf dye will... Oh, there you go. I'm thinking that this leaf dye will work well with the Autumn Blessings collection.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes, I clearly thought the same thing. Right, I'm just chasing some of my gems around the floor.
Great minds think
I've had a bit of a
alike.
gem disaster today, haven't I? I've been going flying all day. So, right, 3 lovely gems just to add on to the side there. And then, oh, maybe it's like a little, let's just add a little bit of, I've got a couple of little bits. These are the extra dies from this set.
Yep.
So just adding them coming out to the side and just layering them up a little bit. I'm going to add these in. And then a nice little finishing touch as well with a nice little bow. And it just shows you, again, even though it's like quite an advanced card with the Z-fold, doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to do an awful lot to it, because we've got that lovely bit of decoration in there. There we go. Looking all right, isn't it?
It's looking more than all right, Mrs. That is absolutely brilliant.
I'm quite pleased with how that's come together.
Yeah, love it so much. Crafty Caesar saying, love my edgeables, they cut so well. I made a lovely card with the rose garden and the vellum cut edges too. So we are confirming that there is no vote of the show right now. We'll be doing it at the end of the 3 hours. George is going to be there forever, because is that 6 demos you've done?
6.
6.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And then Jodie's probably going to do 3, so you probably have like 8. No, 8 or 9. I mean, it could be chaos. But the whole point is this collection is available for you right now, so grab it. We are heading towards 40% of the stock gone. As we've mentioned, you might want to add into your basket as well the papers that we've got on the show. If you want to be able to recreate some of Sarah's cards, you know, sort of word for word, as it were, then you will need to get the vintage butterflies collection, because we've seen that being used quite a few times over the course of the show. It's a lovely, lovely paper pad. If you've taken advantage of the deal on this, launched really recently actually, I think it was whilst I was off. Little launches whilst I was off actually. I feel like I'm playing catch up just a little bit. But yes, this is in this deal. A couple of weeks ago, yeah, I wasn't here. And if you've already bought this collection and found that you've been using up loads of the paper pad, jump in and grab it, because this is included within this deal. So you're going to get 36 double-sided sheets of that gorgeous collection. On top of that, the Enchanted Dreams collection, which you saw being used a little bit earlier on. I mean, again, completely different styles these, but love that dreamlike design on here. Love all of the unicorns. Love that hot air balloon in there too. Plenty of snippability in these papers and plenty of craftability as well. That's included 32 double-sided sheets, and then on top of all of that, we're also going to give you your pearlescent cardstock pad, which comes from the Garden Party collection. 24 sheets included in here, 4 different colours, 250 GSM. So again, perfect colours for this time of year. You've got that pearlescent sheen, which you can see there from a mile off. The colours are perfect for your sort of springtime makes, Easter time, for Mother's Day, of course, as well. And with dimensional projects coming up in just a few moments' time with Jodie, then these would be absolutely perfect. 250 GSM, you're going to be able to make some of those projects with that cardstock too. So all of that is just £26.98 or $32.30 if you're a Platinum member. Or indeed if that is your first purchase with us today. So many of you have been checking out your basket over the course of the last 20 minutes. Scratch 40%. We are nearly at half the stock of our launch day gone. Let's just recap on this with Sara before we disappear. For anyone who's like jumped in recently, Sara, show us some more finished samples. Tell us why we need this in our life.
Oh, I know. There's all the samples here that I haven't even had a chance to show you yet, Ben. But I think the thing is, as you're looking at every one of these cards, like we haven't even looked at like a bow-fronted card yet, but you could be doing that with every one of the 6 designs. And then this is also showing you, can you see we've got that shadow base coming round. Now the Z4 that I just showed you, Ben, what about doing it with that lovely flourish design? Exactly the same card that I've just taught you, completely different colour palette. Look how different it looks. Same card, but completely different look just by changing the colours and changing the design. This is why you need all 6 of those designs, guys. Now, this one here is using that butterfly design, once into the dark colour card, once into the light, again with a little bit of a shadow again. And then those of you in the US, like your stars and stripes, I think it's a lovely idea using, look at that, just colouring them in with your stars and stripes, really patriotic on there. Now, the technique that I taught you with like a top and a bottom on there, Ben, totally different look again.
Yep.
And then also when we look at it, I mean, every one of these just looks so different. Look here, there's another one of them gatefolds as they meet in the middle. Beautiful designs. Just hopefully it gives you a little bit of an idea every time you look at one of these. And this is our design team just taking the concepts that they see. You know when I show you that concept suite?
Yeah.
Taking the plain black and white ones and then putting their own beautiful spin on it. And I think every one that you make is going to look completely different. And like, we're totally unique really, isn't it?
Yeah, and it shows how great a collection is when you just showing us card after card after card after card. It just shows how inspired our team have been to be able to work with these, and great to show all of the different ways that you can work with them, and hopefully you've got a bit of an idea. Well, certainly you can take away, 6 projects with you from just this couple of hours alone, which is amazing.
Well, even, like you say, even just the 6 that I've taught you.
Yeah.
But then you've got to remember, that's really like 36 different ideas, because you can take every one of them 6 and then multiply it by the 6 different designs that we've got.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to think every time you look at one. Like there's that lovely cutting on the corner
Love
that Ben loved the idea of.
so much.
How simple is that though? Cut on the corner, and then that's actually like a 2-fold card, so it's like a little fold in the middle.
Yeah.
Somewhere to keep your details in, and then you've got that lovely fold on the front. And again, using that shadow technique that I showed everyone. So loads of nice ideas. Hopefully this has kind of like filled you with a little bit of inspiration. But the beauty about this is, remember, you can get the launch day deal. This show, these 2 hours, they'll stay there on YouTube, so you can come back and watch this once you've got them delivered. But then better than that, you know we're going to be doing a craft along, we're doing a masterclass, we'll have some of our other crafty people coming and showing you some of their takes on it. So over the course of the next couple of months, we'll build up more and more education with just these 6 designs. However, as these designs one at a time drop out of stock, you won't be able to get the designs, but the education will always be there if you get it when we do the launch.
So many reasons to love this launch, so many reasons to love this channel as well. That's why you guys come back to us time and time again. Approaching half the stock gone. £30.39 if you're platinum, $38.20 if you're platinum and shopping with us in the US. We're not done, by the way. You can still shop for this after the end of this 2 hours, because we're going into another hour, just a few moments time. The lovely George is here with us. He'll be with you for, here he is. I thought you'd nodded off. There's George. He'll be with you for the next hour with the lovely Jodie from Tonic, and then George will be back later on 6 o'clock this evening with the lovely Corinne Robinson for Monday Makers, which is going to be amazing. Some great deals there on that show. But make sure you check out your basket. Sara, you're back tomorrow.
Tomorrow, launch party, tomorrow evening, I am indeed.
Yes. So we shall look forward to that. We're going to take a short break here as we just reset, ready for Jodie and George. And for those of you that haven't yet seen it, you asked for another crafty song. So here it is. If you've ever wondered what we stock here at Crafters Companion, here it all is in 1 minute 47. I will see you on Saturday. Bye for now.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, Bria's misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, Tri-Blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue applicators, envelopers, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, a big score and scoreboard. Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, craft kits, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tools, dice stamps, ink trays, mitre tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape, pin brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam. Outline markers, DVDs, spell quick writing pads and CDs, gilding flakes, washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft and sport press, sparkle pots, Centura, pearl and sticky dots, pigment, ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, Ultimate Buzz Compendium, Sara Signature Collections, and don't forget Discovery Kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Yes, hello, happy Monday, wherever you are in the world. My name is George Akid. We're here for the next hour. Thank you to the wonderful Ben and Sara for an amazing 2 hours of launch day. But like Ben said, this is not the end. No, no, no. We have another hour of fantastic goodies for you. And I'm very excited. I know you guys are excited. It's all about Tonic. And we are joined by the wonderful Jodie. Good afternoon, Jodie.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you again.
Yeah,
How's
we've got
things?
lots of nice
Lots
goodies.
of lovely stuff. I was very excited when I walked in the studio today. I've seen lanterns and coffee cups. It's a great collection, isn't it?
It is. But you have got also the die storage, which is absolutely amazeballs.
It really is. So tell us a little bit about Tonic if we don't know who Tonic are. Who are Tonic?
Okay, so Tonic started in 2001, but prior to that, we used to manufacture for a lot of other craft companies. So they built the company on the cut with guillotines, knives and scissors, and we've just grown over the years from a pair of scissors all the way through to, well, there's not much that we don't make at Tonic. We make all the consumables from paper, glue, scissors, knives, dyes, you name it, we do it.
Absolutely, and there's so much love coming in for Tonic today. Loads of you have already been checking out Tonic today. Head to the website crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu and you'll be able to see the full range. Don't forget as well, I always like to remind you this, you're going to get your Club Inspired discount on top of those incredible prices already, even more of big savings. First of all, we're going to look at the Dimensional Die Set Bundle first with so many great ideas. I mean, just looking at it, I get very excited. You've got dies in here to make these wonderful 3D coffee cups. You've got it here to make these incredible lanterns and these wonderful devotions. So much from one little set at a brilliant price, $66.49, $79.90. Remember that Club Inspire price, the extra 20% off if you are platinum at £53.19, $63.92. Now, I'm looking at this, Judd, and I'm going,
I could never do that, but you have got the boards there and you're going to prove to me how easy this is.
You can make this with no problem whatsoever. So this is a collection of 3 individual die sets. Now looking at the first one, this one here is your coffee cup. Now you can see that this here is the wrap that's going to go around your coffee cup, and the different components in there are going to make your actual lid in there. So if I just, let me pick one that's going to show up on that board.
Yeah.
So this one here, this is the little coffee cup, and you can see you've got the individual lid that is all staggered as if it is a proper lid. You have the little hole for your straw, so you choose what straws you want. But you've even got, I've stuck this this one on, but you've even got the protector for when your fingers are warm, yeah? So you've got on there, you've got the little coffee bean, you've got a little tag here that says, I'm missing you, but what you can't see, because it's very faint, but looks brilliant on metallic card, is you are my favourite blend. Yeah?
Perfect.
So that there is that amazing coffee cup, but it doesn't have to be a coffee cup, does it?
No.
You know, you could be doing that in red and white and use it as a popcorn holder. Take the top off, you've got a popcorn holder.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could be doing this so that it's see-through, so you can start to see your sweeties through there as well by using your Verso dies. So you could be using it for a children's party, for instance, and just having the little goodies in there for the children's parties. So there are many different ways of using just the coffee cup on its own. But I did say it's part of 3 dies.
Yes.
So the other dies in that collection, this one, you have got the lantern. So this is your lantern side, but then you've also got your other bases. So although it's a lantern, you can make it in 4 sides, you can make it in 6 sides, you can also make it in 3 sides. You do get all the decorations in there as well to be able to decorate it all. So all these are Verso, so they will stay in your card, they will come out of your card, beautiful lace work. But what does that 6-side, 4-side, 3-side business do?
It is just
6 sides.
It's so exciting.
You can have 4 sides.
Yep.
And you can also have, oh, where's my 3 sides gone? My 3 sides, oh, here it is.
I've got one, look at that.
So your 3 sides is that one there. Yeah, but look how that rose gold is just shining through that top design there. Really, really pretty. So let's put all that to one side. That's 2.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there's a 3rd.
But you're getting the 3rd one.
Oh wow,
So this
crazy.
one is that beautiful devotion one.
Yes.
This one reminds me of a house.
Right.
Okay, there's no getting away from it. So let me bring in the 6-sided one. Can you see what I'm saying about a house?
Yeah.
Now I can see this with thatch roof, bits of straw stuck on there, couple of windows in there, maybe a door, maybe the flowers going up, some trellis work in there.
Very nice.
You know, at Christmas, I could be putting little die cuts, the little sweeties on there. It could be Hansel and Gretel's house. You know, there's lots of different.
3 little pigs.
Why not? Yeah, you could be making this into a house with no issue whatsoever. So 6 sides, 4 sides, 3 sides. You decide, because the options are there for you to be able to make all those different sizes in there. And the most important thing, they're easy. The most difficult thing is what colours you're going to do with them.
Well, do you know, so much love coming in for that. Remember, if you want to get involved in the show, any questions to ask, just comment below on YouTube and Facebook. We've had some questions already. Mary Rena on YouTube. Where can we get the printed paper on the middle lantern? Now, if I've got a feeling that was the middle lantern, our second one in the bundle. Let's have a look. Georgie in a second, I know. So we'll get that one there, I think it is. Yeah, your 4-sided one, the grey and red one is what we're thinking.
That one?
Yeah, I don't think that is printed paper, is it? That's the die.
That's just everyday paper, sweetheart.
There you are.
That's just grey cardstock, red cardstock, and white cardstock. I'm trying to think which one she could mean. The only patent paper.
3-sided one, maybe.
This one.
Is that the one?
If it's that one, I've got no idea.
There you are.
If it's that one, I've got no idea whatsoever. I'm looking at the pattern. I can tell you the ones that I've used.
Yeah.
So that paper, they're graphic 45s.
Perfect.
But the other ones, I've got no idea. I'm
Hey,
afraid.
guys, we're always trying to answer your question the best that we can, whatever that question may be. We want you to get the most out of it. Loads of other great goodies from Tonic. We'll have a look at those throughout the show. Remember, head to the website. However, we are rapidly running out of time, and we want to see so many of these wonderful creations made. So, what we're going to be looking at first?
We're going to make the coffee cup. Because
Yes!
that is your favourite, yeah?
Pandas asked if we could. Yes.
So everything that I have got on my glass mat are the components that you're going to need to make these beautiful coffee cups. Now we're going to start with the lid, okay? Now this here is your top step of your coffee cup. If I'm talking steps, if I take the lid, I'm going to do the top step first and then the bottom step, okay? So you can see exactly what I'm rabbiting on about. Top step there and the second step there. So this is your top step. So you're going to cut 4 of those. And you're literally going to use glue or high tack, that's your choice, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to come round and we are going to stick 4 of those together.
Yeah.
So just come round and put one on the top of the other. Now the best weight of card to use this is actually your lighter weight card.
Right.
Because there's quite a little bit of bending with,
Yes.
with this one, and it's tight corners. So it is a little bit better to do it with that lighter weight cardstock. So I'm just coming in with that one and then bringing that one over the top there. So you've got that little circular design there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bend back down. We're going to come round, bending all those little tabs together, and then we're going to bend that one over like so.
Lovely.
Now there's tabs on either side as well, okay? Now once I've bent this, I will show you the tabs that I'm talking about. If you are using high tack, if I bend these out of the way so you can see them easier. Can you see, on this side you've got quite a substantial size tab.
Yeah.
And on this one, you've got the tiniest little tab ever.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're using red liner, just put wet adhesive on that side. Yes, you can use red liner on that side, but on that side, just use a little bit of glue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easier. Yeah. Don't get yourself all sticky thumbed when you can just literally go in and just put a wee little tab on there. Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring that over and we're just going to line it on there and just hold it for a minute or so. Now I wouldn't even attempt doing those little joins with normal adhesive, I wouldn't. So, not with normal adhesive, with high tack.
Yes.
It's too small. So let's do that one while that adhesive is taken. So let's push that one in and bring that one into situ.
Perfect.
So let's go back and see if that one will stick now.
Lovely.
Stick, babies. There we go.
Mary's been back in touch. It was this lantern under my elbow. What's the paper pad there with the butterflies and the...
That one there is our Mariposa paper pack.
There you are.
Yeah, so that's the Tonic Studios paper pack in conjunction with Dahlia Art. So that was our second launch. That is the Mariposa. There is also another one as well. But yeah, we've done 2 12 by 12 paper pads so far. So let's put that one in as well. Bend that little tab.
Yep.
And place that one in. The best thing to do is don't get frustrated and think you're going to do it in 2 minutes, because you're not. Okay, you do actually need to hold these little glue tabs in place, but you do end up with the most amazing product in the end. So let's do that one there. So I'm going to bend that one out of the way a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come in and take that tab, put a little bit of cheeky adhesive on that one. Just make sure all the others are stuck.
Yeah.
Let's go back on the cells because it's wet adhesive. Obviously it takes a little bit longer to dry, so let's tuck that baby in. I'll get you in there while I bring in that side as well. So let's do that one. Just be a little bit patient. This is the only time you ever see me patient doing this one.
And the thing is, if it does go wrong, it's card. It's not.
It is.
It's not a card. It's nothing. You know, it's a bit of cardstock which you may have to chuck out, and that's it.
Yep, absolutely. You know, don't get frustrated. You know, if you do it wrong in the first time, you'll have learned by your mistake, and you will have come back and you'll do another one perfect the next time round. All your instructions are inside your packaging as well.
Yep.
So, you know, look at your instructions. Do what I do. Cut all your bits out first and then start to stick together, because you can clear the decks so you can actually get in.
Yeah.
So that's the last one to go on there. And you can see that that has given me roughly that top step. And I say roughly because we're going to change it very slightly in a minute. So can you see at the top here, we've now got 4 holes.
Yeah.
We don't need 4 holes, do we? Because we only need 1 hole for his drinking straw to
Of
go in.
course.
So you've now got the shape with 1 hole in the top there. So what you're going to do is you're going to place that onto the top, taking in one of the circles, and you're going to stick that one down as well. So I'm just going round, just giving that a little push. Let's turn it over and get that one to stick down onto the top. And that literally is reinforcing the top as well.
Yeah.
But let's face it, somebody's going to take the lid off this and they're going to see all those joins in there, which look absolutely rhubarb. So I'm going to come in with another one and put the other one on the inside, and that crispens up all that beautiful design. So nobody is none the wiser, I'll just put a little bit more glue on that one, is none the wiser how this is actually being stuck together.
Yeah.
So that there is our top tier of our actual box.
Yeah.
Now to do the bottom tier, the bottom step, is this die here.
Yep.
And you're going to need to cut that 4 times. And you can see where I've put my adhesive as well. So I'm just holding that for just a moment. There we go. So what you're going to do on this is you're going to bend 1 up, 1 down, and down again. So up, down, and down again. And if I just hold that like so, you'll be able to see how that's going to start to form. It's actually going to start to form the base of that coffee cup. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to take that little bit of high tack off of there, and I'm literally going to bring it around the corner, stick it down. You can see how we've got the angle starting to go onto our other one. So take the next bit off. The brain that creates these
Who does think these things up? I go,
I don't know who it was that did this one, but I have a feeling it might have been Toby.
Yeah.
Because Toby does a lot of this. I could be completely wrong. If I am, I'm sorry, that person. But
This side of the studio smells so good because these perfume bottles, I know have got the little the laundry things.
they're good, aren't they?
So good. They're so powerful.
As soon as you walk through the studio door, you can smell them a mile off.
Smell great.
So let's.
And there's one with a bottle of vodka in, but I've not opened that yet. I promise. I've been very good. That's.
Well, I've got plenty of straws if you want to share.
Have you opened it and refilled it?
No, it's full.
Oh, it is full. It is sealed. It is sealed. Not for much longer. Right.
So we've got those 4 stuck together.
Yep.
So now I'm going to come in and stick them all together. So let's bend those tabs. So I'm going to come in now and I'm going to stick that one onto there. The other one onto the other side. As I say, this is not a 2-minute job, okay?
Yeah.
This is something that you're going to sit down and play with. So that onto that side.
It's like a rainy day craft, this, isn't
It is. It is. Yeah. So let's get that little bit of tape off here. This is where I get my kicks from.
Yeah.
Taking what essentially is a flat piece of paper and making it into something that it really should not want to be.
No, exactly.
So let's get this next one and put that one round there. And now we can come in and do the ones that we were missing.
Right.
I.e. this is the one that we stuck on. So let's take that little bit of tape away and we're going to bring that angle in now. And then there's another one there. So let's get that one. Come on, sweetheart, let's have you. You know, if you talk to things, George, it generally
I know,
works.
I talk to my bank account all the time and see if it'll grow, and
You wish.
it doesn't do anything. It just stays the same, never.
Stays the same. Well, that's a bonus.
Oh, it is a bonus.
That is a bonus. You know, I go to the petrol station and it's like, oh my word, no.
I know, you get a litre of petrol and a Twix and it's £8 grand, isn't it? It's just
It's quite frightening, isn't it?
very scary. However, what is not scary are these prices you're paying today for these. That was smooth. Did you like that? These great prices. These are incredible. These prices that you are paying. Craig, what are you doing? He's got his belts out. Oh, bye.
Bye, my darling.
Everyone say bye, Craig.
Bye,
I
honey.
turn to kids' TV all of a sudden. Everyone say bye, Craig.
He's as mad as a box of
He's
frogs.
very cheeky
He
today.
really is. So what I'm doing now is I'm literally going around this bottom lip. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this bottom lip here, you need to fold it over onto itself. And that's where you're going to get the stability in the lid, because that is going to come onto the inside edge and reinforce this, okay? Now just go round and play with it. So go round, push it in, and you're going to go backwards and forwards until that wet adhesive has gone tacky and has stuck with no problem at all.
Bopper 92200, great name on YouTube. Please can you ask Jodie what the white cardstock she's using for the cup?
This is actually Craft Perfect.
Right.
Okay, so this is a 216 GSM. As I say, it's a lighter weight cardstock, and that's what you really need for this project. Because of all these little nips and tucks as we're going round, you do need that lighter weight card.
Yeah.
If you're using a 240, it tends to be too thick for you to be able to get into all these little nooks and crannies, okay? So the lighter weight cardstock, I would say, I know I shouldn't use this word, but the cheaper end of cardstock, yeah? So we're just going round, and I'm going back over the top now, so that those little bits are stuck down. Now there's two ways of putting your lid on.
Right.
So, well, let me just do this last one here. So what you can do is, come on, stick down, baby. Let's have you. So what you can do is, these top ones, you can actually fold them back inside and stick them down.
Yeah.
And then this would go on the top, and these little legs here would come underneath the lid.
Right.
Or you can have them going up, like I've got them going up, and you can come in with your glue again
Yeah.
and stick these ones down like we have on the other one.
Perfect.
This is the only bit that takes a lot of time. The rest of it you can have done in less than a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and just feed all these edges in now. Just literally folding all those in. As I say, just have a little patience, yeah? If you've got little craft pegs as well, those little craft pegs are a perfect size to go onto here. So I'm just going round. You will have to go round 2 or 3 times, but we're just working that adhesive into all those little spaces so that we can get it all stuck down. So that's
Lovely.
my first time round.
Perfect.
So now let's come in and get this baby to stick.
Yeah.
So let's give it that little bit of persuasion. Sticking all those little edges down. Like so. And then what we're going to do is we're simply going to take this one and we're going to place it over the top of the other, and that will be your lid complete. So come on, stick, 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 stick.
Again, if you tell it.
Yeah, at home it doesn't feel long when you're holding it, but when you're doing it on TV, it feels like an eternity. Yeah. So looking at our lid now, we're going to put glue on that inner lip.
Yep.
So my bottom step is now going to connect to my upper step.
I see.
So this goes straight over the top of there. We can then turn it over
Yep.
and feed that onto the inner rim of my coffee cup. So I'm just going to hold that just for a minute or so, just to get those little lips all into place. Come on, stick, 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 stick. We ought to pre-record this bit so we can fast forward. And here it is, Blue Peter style.
Blue Peter style. You singing Stick Stick, there is a song by a very popular cartoon show for kids, Hey Dougie, and it is called the Stick Song. If you are a parent or grandparent, you may know the song. And it goes for 2.5 minutes, just going stick, 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 sticky, sticky, stick, stick. Literally. Tops are like that, raving it up. They've got their fruit shoots in the air, Capri Suns in the other hand. Stick, 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 sticky, sticky, stick, stick.
Unbelievable.
Just saying. Linda, great idea on Facebook where I use my Crafter's Companion quilt clips to hold till glue sets.
Yeah.
If you've got them from the little purple ones from your soft craft stash,
Yeah,
what a great idea that is.
Absolutely, yeah. Or if you've got little bits of magnets as well,
Yeah.
if you use magnets in your memory book making, you know, you can put the magnet on either side of the cardstock as well, which holds all those little pieces in. So we've just got the last couple coming up now. And there we've got that inner step on that actual lid.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
So let's just put that to one side and let's bring in the main component of our actual cup itself. So you can see that we just need four of them. Don't ask where this paper came from because I've got no idea either.
I was waiting for the comments to come in. What paper is this?
Yeah. So I'm just placing all these. You know, these don't use a lot of pattern papers.
No.
So you know when you are getting like a craft magazine and it says comes with 63 papers and you look at the papers and you think,
Yeah, what am I going to do with those? Yeah.
and it's generally that shiny stuff that you can't do anything with. This is a prime way of using all those bits up.
Yeah.
It really is. So I'm just going to come through now and I'm just bending all my little glue tabs, making sure that everything is bent before we start to put this together. Bending one over on the other. And I am going to cheat on this one because I can. Because what I'm going to do is rather than wait for my tape, my glue to actually dry, I'm going to come in with a cheeky bit high tech. I would do this.
Treat yourself.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? It's a Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
I would normally do this with normal wet adhesive.
Yeah.
You know, you get a lot stronger adherent if you're using wet glue. But hey, we're on TV. We're not going to. It's like watching paint dry, waiting for glue to dry. isn't it?
Sometimes it can be.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and add some cheeky little tape on the other side of those, like so, because they're going to tuck over exactly the same as what my lid did. Okay, so let's do that one as well. Onto there and down that side. And you can see that I've put those on in long strips as well. So I'm just going to cut that tape just in the middle so it comes off
Yep.
as 2 individual pieces. And to make the actual cup, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, because all you're going to do is take your tape away and you're going to bring one in over the top of the other, like so. And don't forget, you're going to need straws for this. Yeah. Now, the best place I found to buy straws is at good old Amazon.
Amazon, yep.
Absolutely, it's the cheapest place I've found them. Yeah. Most supermarkets just do packets of like 12,
Yeah.
and they're all sort of one colour,
Yeah.
and they're costing you £3 or £4 just for the one lot of straws. But on Amazon you can buy numerous different ones in packets that cost you next to nothing. Yeah. So I've got my bottom now. So let's come in and take all that tape off the bottom there. And you're going to simply take the actual base die
Yeah.
and stick it onto the bottom.
Perfect. Easy as that.
It's so easy, it is.
Lovely. Loads of love coming in for you. Don't forget, there's half an hour left on this brilliant launch day. If you are wondering, hang on a minute, what's the launch? What's the launch? You would join Sara and Ben a little bit earlier on in the show. Don't forget, once the show's finished, you can watch it back as many times as you wish. See those brand new Edgeable dies that loads of you going for crazy for today. Remember, head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. Click Shop the Show and you'll see the full range of everything for you on sale today. Remember, near enough half the stock has gone on those wonderful Edgeable dies. Loads of you adding these wonderful things into your baskets, and very rightly so, saying how mesmerised you are by all of this, because it is so mesmerising to watch how, like you said, Jodie, card becomes a 3D object. Look at it, you can see what it's forming.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put an extra one on the inside, because that is going to firm up the bottom. So you do it in red and white. You could have your popcorn in there. So let's just go around and just fold all these edges. So this is going to reinforce the top, because let's face it, at the moment it's only one sheet of card.
Yeah.
And you're going to be putting the lid on and off a lot. So just by doubling over this wee bit of cardstock at the top there, it's going to give it more stability.
Great
So
stuff.
let me come round and take all these little carrier sheets off here. Come on. And then we can start to finish this box off. Just get the last few cheeky little bits. Come on. Play nicely for Jodie, thank you. And then that one there. And then we're just going to fold those individual pieces over all the way around there, and that's really going to reinforce the top of this actual box.
Yeah.
So there we've got that reinforced top plant pot.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Have a nice little air plant inside there. But remember me saying about how when you go to that certain coffee shop, you actually have a wrap so your fingers don't get too hot.
Yeah.
You've even got the dye in here to make that little wrap
Perfect.
that goes around your coffee cup. So we've actually used the sentiment in there as well. So I love you a latte.
That's clever. I like it. I like it a lot.
So,
a latte. That's lovely.
So let's take the tape off of the You can have a tea, Georgie.
Hot chocolate. That's so good.
With marshmallows or without?
With marshmallows.
With marshmallows.
Yes. This would be a great idea if you have got a big coffee nut in your house.
Yep.
And you buy them a gift card. Pop the gift card in there. Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
Absolutely. You can get a gift card in there with no issue whatsoever. So I'm just coming up that side. Now what I am going to do before I stick the whole thing together is I'm just going to take a broad piece of high tack
Right.
And I'm just going to put it on the inside edge,
Okay.
because that's going to allow me to stick this to my latte cup so that it doesn't slide down.
I see.
Okay, so let's do that side there. I'm going to join that together. And then I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to push that up onto my cup. So I've got my wrap. I've now got my lid. So let's put our little lid on there as well. The first time you put it on, you just have to give it a little bit of persuasion just to get it all bent in the right direction.
Yeah.
I like that there. Now to finish off the top, we have this little extra rim here
Love
as
that.
well. Now this is a tight fit. It's a bit like a sausage in a sausage skin.
Yeah.
You just need to give it a little bit of persuasion to go around. But that keeps it 100% square. Just literally place that onto there. And that's going to keep your lid perfectly square.
And it's going to finish it off as well, isn't it? That little
It is.
attention detail.
Get that into there. There we go. So let's just hold that down there. And then it's a case of find your straw of choice. I've thrown mine on the floor. So there we go.
Easy as that.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. As I say, just take your time and you can make that absolute beautiful little latte jar.
You really can, all made possible with that bundle of great dyes. Remember, you get the coffee, the lantern, and the devotion. You can see that collection just here next to me. How beautiful they are. At brilliant price at £66.49, $79.90. I mean, you've seen the coffee cup already today. How awesome that looks with all that wonderful detailing. You've got the lanterns as well. Incredible, and that wonderful Mariposa paper, which loads of you are asking for. We can always have a word with Tonic, see what happens when they come next time, and the devotion as well. 3 great products from from 3 incredible dye sets, which are going to be there for you. While you're getting the dyes, you want to look after them and keep them stored. We've got some great deals from you from Tonic on their wonderful storage folders for you. We'll start off with the smaller of the 2. Now you are getting them, or medium, should I say. You're getting the medium dye case, and again, in those beautiful colours. You've got the freedom as well for you to write down here what you are storing with inside your Tonic storage folder. And then when you open it up, you are going to get this already. You're going to get here the sleeves, and you also going to get the magnetic magnetic shims as well to go inside there, so you can keep your dyes stored. Now at that price, you are going to get 2 of the folders with 2 sets of the sleeves and the magnetic panels. Remember, you can buy additionals of the plastics and the magnetics. For that price there, $28.99, $54.99. There's on the screen for you is the price if you want to buy addition of the medium die case, the refill bond. If you want to buy additions of the magnets and the sleeves, £10.99, $20.99. You're saving yourself 20%. Alternatively, you may want to go for the larger. Look at the size of this. It's a good size storage. Again, with that option of writing down here down the side, and when you open it up as well, you can see there's your magnets. But I mean, there's nothing stopping you if you've got someone with coursework or like to be a bit organised with this. However, what a great way to store your dyes with the magnetic panels which go inside there. You're getting 2 folders again, and you can buy additional magnetic sleeves at $44.99, $58.99, and you're also getting your Club Inspire Platinum price on that. Here's the price for you if you want to buy the refills, $23.99, $31.99. There it is on the side of the screen for you. You're saving yourself 20%, and all of those you are going to get that Club Inspire discount on top of there as well at $19.99, $19.19, or $25.59. This is on the website. It wasn't earlier. It is now there. The Club Inspire, crafterscompanion.com. It is the Crystal Drops collection. So much love, should I say, for Crystal Drops. I know every expert adores the Crystal Drops, and I'm not surprised because there's so many great colours here for you. We've got so many great colours. You have got here, you've got the Moroccan Red. I want to say that's the Moroccan Red. There it is for you. You've also got the Sweet Lilac. You've got the Berry Blue. You have got the Dandelion Yellow. You've also got the Ripened Pumpkin. You have got the apple green, and you've also got the plum pudding there. 7 great colours. I mean, every colour of the rainbow there for you. Perfect to add onto your collections, onto your creations, to give that really finishing effect. A brilliant price at £15.75, $18.32. Remember, saving yourself 25%, oh, you're getting a few of those bottles absolutely free. Right, let's take a look at these Tonic Studios alluring perfume bottles. I feel like I've got to say that wonderful voice. The alluring collection. They are really, oh, that's my great. That's my beautiful voice. These smell absolutely stunning today in the studio because again, incredible sets. I mean, just look at what you are making with these wonderful dyes. In this one, there is those laundry tablets, those laundry scent balls that smell good. In Ben Moseby's words, smelly balls, and they do smell great. You've also, I mean, this is how big these dyes are. Little bottle of vodka in there. So Christmas, perfect. A brilliant collection, $64.99, $75.99. Jodie, these are just great little perfect for gifts, aren't they?
They're absolutely beautiful, brilliant for making that inexpensive gift, you know, look quite expensive. You've got the 3 different varieties in here. Now this one here is your beautiful essence. Now this one is going to make a faceted bottle. It's going to make this style bottle, very genie in the lamp, and all you're going to do is open it up from the top, and as we say, those smelly balls we've got in there as well, and they smell divine. They've been in there for about 4 or 5 weeks now, and the cardstock, oh my word,
it smells great.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
It's good. Honestly, you walk it in here and that's all you can smell is these balls. So that is your first one. You've then got your second version here. Now this is your tall one, okay? This is your aroma. So this is going to make this style bottle, the one that George has got the vodka in. So you can see how gorgeous that is with all the amazing panels for you to be able to decorate it. From your ovals to your side panels, all the way up to the finial at the top, you've got all those little areas covered. But then last but not least, you've got this one here as well. So this one is the one that I call the short and dubby, because this one is a cross between the faceted one and also the tall one. You can see it's got that finial on the top. It's got the panels on the side as well. But it's a beautiful, beautiful shape. You know, we were saying these would be ideal for, you know, teachers to buy for activity when at Christmas, you know, when they do the nativity.
Yes.
The frankincense myrrh for the three kings. They would be absolutely brilliant for the three kings. But we are going to make this size one.
Lovely.
Okay. So I have everything cut out, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Now to make your base, you need 3 of those bases, and we're simply going to rotate these round and we're going to stick all 3 together to give us that actual base.
Yep.
So before you go any further, always fold your tabs.
Yeah.
Because if you fold your tabs, you're guaranteed a good result. If you've not folded your tabs, then you're going to be all fingers and thumbs and not be able to put this together properly. But can you see how I'm bending this? I'm bending it so that it's got a step in. So let me do that again. Let me fold my little glue tabs. And then what I do is the first one, I bend it down from the base. I then bring it back out and then back in. Okay? And that's what you're going to do on them all.
Yeah.
So next one. Now once again, this is lighter weight cardstock. Because you are adding multiple layers, you can get away with using that lighter weight cardstock, and it's easier to actually get it all stuck in place if you are using a lighter weight. So simple as, take that base, place it over the top of there, and then over the top of its friend, like so. And we're just going to leave that for a minute just to start to stick together, okay? Now while that's sticking, we're going to do the top section and also the little finial that's going to go on the top. Now we've done a wee bit of paper piecing on this. So we've cut one out of white.
Yeah.
We've then cut the detail out of the silver one, and then just put the little bits of coloured cardstock back in there just to make it pretty.
Yeah.
So that is going to stick onto that one. So let's just put that to one side and let's play with this beautiful little finial. You've got the detail going right up to the very top. So please go round and fold all your score lines. It is so important.
Absolutely.
So one, all the way over, glue tabs.
A question for you on these storage folders.
Yes.
Evelyn's asking, how many refills would you recommend fitting into the folder?
Right, so Evelyn, if you imagine they are quite heavy once they've got all the dies on, okay? So I would put about 4 on the actual ring binder in the folder, but space is a premium in my office and I like to get as many in there as I can, yeah? So I don't actually use the ring binder segment, I actually stagger mine and just put them inside the folder. So you can see the press stud on that side there.
Yeah.
What I tend to do is I stagger mine and I stack them like that. So press stud on this side.
Yeah.
And I can get between 7 and 8 of these in each of those folders without putting them on the ring binders. Yeah. If you overload the ring binder, it will just pull the ring binder out because of the weight. Because these are heavy. Once they've got all the dies on, these are heavy. Yeah?
Yeah.
So just stack them in there. If you want to be like me and literally ram as much in there as you can, then just stagger them. Yeah, and you'll get loads in.
Lovely.
So let's just go back and do this. I think, you know, if you are buying one, Evelyn, buy yourself a refill, because then you're going to have 6 double sides in each one.
Yes.
And that is going to be brilliant. And then just, you know, think, you know, can I get another one in there? If I can, yeah, go for it. But, you know, just think about the weight inside there. So I'm going to now take my tape off there, and I'm bringing one straight over the top of the other. And we're going to complete that shape so that it starts to look like, I don't know, like a little tent top.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're going to come into the sides, and we're going to take those sides off as well.
Lovely.
Just continue coming down this side here, and then we can come around the side and work your way down. Now this here, if you bend those tabs out of the way, like so, it's still big enough to be able to get your finger inside. So you can really go to town and hold those little glue tabs. There's nothing worse than not be able to get in to actually anchor the glue tabs, but you can with this. So let's take that one off there.
So much love for this. Marsha's saying, I love the colourway on it. I love that effect.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
it's the teal. I'm rather partial to teal. So we've got that little finial
Yes.
on the top there.
That's gorgeous.
Okay, so we're going to bring our sides in now. So once again, go through and bend all your score lines. Because what you're going to do is you're going to stick these sides onto your finial without sticking them together. So let's take away all this little bit of high tack.
Yeah.
I'm going to come round and I'm going to do them all at the same time. Let's get rid of that carrier sheet there. It's so static, it gets everywhere. I live in bits of glitter,
Yeah.
bits of die cut, bits of paper, glue. I normally walk around with a big patch of adhesive drying on my hand.
Leanne had a great tip about the, you know, the red line tape and the static on it. Before you craft a dryer sheet.
Yeah, if you put a piece of kitchen roll
Yeah.
on the side as well, and then drop it onto the kitchen roll, it stays on the kitchen roll as well.
See, another great, I love this. Great tips. Everyone will be like, oh, I've not done that. Remember, if you've got any questions, I can't believe the time's gone. Just under 15 minutes left on this incredible show. Don't forget, 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be back with Corinne. I'm very excited as it's Monday Makers, making things on a Monday. And we are going to be making things on a Monday.
I had heard that one.
That's good, you see. Ben writes songs, I can write songs as well. And Tonic's going to be joining us again in the studio. Jodie's going to be here. And Rachel's right on the socials. There's going to be a tough time voting for demo of the show because some of those makes that look at a little
It's a game, isn't it?
like a little race.
It's like tickly-winks.
Yeah, like a little frog.
Yeah. So we've got those sides on, and we're just going to complete them now.
I love that. This is when I walked to the studio today, I was like, oh, it's just again, it's another great set of dyes and crafty things from Tonic. It just never disappoints.
So that's that side.
Love it.
Last one going on to that side, and that is our lid complete. So we
Perfect.
can now start to do the actual bottom. Okay, so let's bring that bottom in, and we're going to come in and do this in stages. Okay,
Yep.
so always get away, redliner. So always start with the bottom tier. Okay, now the bottom tier, if you do all the bottom tier first, you're not going to have any issues whatsoever. The issue starts if you do the bottom, the middle and the top together.
Yep.
Okay, because it just doesn't work like that. Start with the bottom, go all the way around this bottom segment first of all. So now you're going to bend it in and you're going to bring it into itself and stick that inner little tab into the bottom of that, and this is going to, you can automatically see your base actually starting to take shape.
Yes.
Because it comes up and it comes in straight. So get that one in there, and then this one into there, and you can see that you've got that straight bottom on there now. Okay, now you're going to come up the sides. Now when you come up the sides, concentrate on the top one, not on the bottom one. I know that doesn't make any logical sense at all, but bend it, eyeball your top one, get your top one in, and your bottom one automatically finds its own place. How that works, I don't know, I don't question, I don't ask, it just works. So eyeball your top one, get your top one in situ, then give it a little squeeze, and the bottom one comes in. So do the top again, and that one, eyeball the top, and then bring that bottom one in. Whoops, got my finger stuck in that one, there we go. It comes together really, really fast. Yeah. The longest thing is, you know, cutting all your bits out and matting and layering it, but the actual construction of it really does come together quite quickly with ease. Yeah. Now, once you've done this little bottom here, think about the different things that you can use just with the bottom without the lid. If you're like me, Christmas and summers, you know, we have family around, you put peanuts out and things like that. You have to wash all the bowls up. Oh, no. Just make paper bowls like this.
Yeah.
And then throw them away at the end of the night. Save on the washing up. But also, you know, think about, we've got Easter coming up.
Yeah.
This could be a little Easter egg cup.
Yeah.
So you could just have that bit with the actual egg sat in the top, nice bit of cellophane over the top.
Perfect.
But we're actually going to put our lid onto here, and how it's locked is these little dies here.
Yeah.
Now these are your little brackets that you're going to place on. So I'm just going to take the back off all my sticky. Better if you do this with wet glue, okay?
Well, someone just asked about the glue actually. Panda Crafts on YouTube, is the Tonic glue strong enough to hold these construction pieces together?
Yes, absolutely it is, yeah. If you're using the deluxe adhesive, brilliant, no problem at all.
Great stuff.
So I'm just coming in there. I grab hold of it and stick it down.
Lovely.
So make sure that my lid, so I hold it between my thumb, my forefinger. Get rid of that red liner. I put my little tab through there so I know it's in the right place, and then just bend it underneath the lip.
Perfect.
So the next one, up through there, over the side of there. But in this collection, I love this dye. You know, there's little things in life that,
Yes.
that really please me. This really pleases me, yeah? So you've got that little keychain in there as well. So we're just going to take a wee little bit of ribbon. We've got a narrow piece of ribbon, so we're going to go through that top. We've doubled this card up, so we've got the silver on both sides. We're just going to loop that around there, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to tie it just around the lip
Bless me. Sorry.
of my bottle, like so. And you have got one of the most beautiful little perfume bottles.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Wow.
Gorgeous.
In no time, what, less than 20 minutes? That?
Yeah, but you've got 3 different varieties
Yeah.
in this. So you've got the small dubby one, you've got the faceted one, and then you've got that lovely tall one there as well. Really, really pretty. Nice to, you know, put them on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, baubles, they look great,
Yeah.
absolutely really would. Remember, it's all made possible with that alluring perfume bottle dye collection. You're making those 3 different styles. Again, this nice little small one. You've also got the larger one. Excuse me, sneeze again. Bless me. I'm so sorry. And as well, you've got the larger one here again, which is big enough to put a miniature in there. Priced at $64.99, $75.99. A great collection for you today, which so many of you are going crazy for. I'm not surprised. Right, let's do demo of the show. That's Rachel says, there's your daily sneezes. I always sneeze. Right, so we started the show off with Sara and Ben. Sara did these wonderful, I mean, she did 6. In that brand new collection, those wonderful Edgeable dyes we've got for you today. So there we are. We'll start off with number 1 for you today. This is gorgeous. This wonderful fold card. Those Edgeables either side. So that's number 1. You have got number 2 there. I love that butterfly. Great idea. You've also got number 3. This with the fairy. You've got number 4, which I love this little love one for you. Number 5, this lovely small slimline one for you. This small Z-fold. And then wrapping it off, number 6 is this one just here for you today. 6 brilliant cards, and then we've also got Jodie's wonderful creations that you've made today. So that's number 6. You've got 2 more for us.
I've got number 7 being that amazing little coffee cup popcorn holder, or number 8 being that beautiful little perfume in there. Now, if you are making the perfumes, don't forget to put the smelly balls in there, because you'll get a lovely aroma in the house as well.
Absolutely. Smelly balls everywhere. Right, we've got a few minutes on that for you. Now, let's take a close look again at the wonderful coffee cup collection, which you just saw there. If you didn't miss that wonderful demo, don't forget, the shows are going to come back for you to watch, so you can watch these back as many times as you wish. We'll start, first of all, with this wonderful coffee cup, which you have seen Jodie using today. It's got all the elements which you'd expect. It's got the lid, it's got the dyes, it's even got the dyes to make the sleeve. The only thing you'll have to go out and purchase extra is the straw, but we know how inexpensive they are. That's the coffee cup for you. You've also got the lanterns as well, which you have got so much fun with, and that ability just to be really creative in it. If you're using maybe some of your wonderful cutout dyes from this, you could put a battery operated tea light in there, look great at summertime. They are there as well for you, and you've also got the devotion as well. It's perfect. I mean, look at this, just so petite and perfect. Those small little gifts and little keepsakes. Another great collection at $66.49, $79.90. And again, it's not hard. It looks complicated, but it's really not, is it?
It's not. It's a project that you're going to have fun with. So this is a collection of 3 dyes, and you're getting 62 dyes in this collection. So this here is your devotion. Absolutely beautiful. This is the one that I believe you can make into a house. Give it a little thatch roof and everything else. We've then got the lantern, and as we say, the lantern can be 4, 6 or 3 sides. So that is going to give you all those beautiful panels in there as well. And then your favourite, the coffee cup.
Love it.
With all the little panels in there. You've got all you need is coffee. You've also got in there I love you latte, and that is going to form those amazing coffee cups.
Really is. It's a great collection. And remember, on these great deals from Tonic Studios, you're going to get your Club Inspire discount on this, the platinum price, £53.19, $79.90. Right, we've also got this wonderful layering die set bundle. We've not had a chance to look at this today, but you guys are going crazy for it already. When you're putting the dies together, you're going to make some incredible, wonderful things, just like this, using your wonderful layering die sets. Again, make so much fun with these different designs. You've got the scalloped heart, you've also got the classical frame, you've got the circular bloom, and you've also got a scalloped flower. Jodie, you've got the boards over there. Hello, look how excited she is.
I've got a real stack of boards, okay? Now, you've got so many different ones in here, okay? They will all mix together. So this is just a sample of some of the matte layers that you can achieve from this collection. There's so much more that you can achieve because I've actually done these in die sets, okay? But you can cross-pollinate these die sets together. So for instance, that and that is one die set. That and that is another die set. But why don't you take that interior die and mix it with the interior dies to that one,
absolutely.
And you're going to get another configuration as well. But all these are coming from those 4 die sets. And I think, you know, this is giving your base, this is giving your shapes, this is giving you the ability to mount, the ability to be able to use your stamps in the middle, the ability to frame. But all those possibilities are in that one die set.
Absolutely. A great price, $83.99, $99.99. Loads of you going crazy for those already. Remember your Club Inspire price, $67.19, $79.99. You're going to be joining us a little bit later on, aren't you, Jodie?
I am.
Monday Makers. What are you going to be showing us there?
We're going to have a play with some other ones. We're going to have a little bit of a dabble.
Absolutely.
Feeling
And
naughty.
please say, Jodie, you've won demo of the show with number 7, the coffee cup. There it is.
I'm having my name on this board.
It needs to go on there. It needs to go on there.
That's 3 stars I need on there so far, yeah. Just
Sara,
saying.
Sara who? I'm joking, she's watching. I'm sorry, Sara. Guys, loads of you getting excited. Monday Makers coming up for you in an hour's time. 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Going to be joined by the wonderful Corinne and the wonderful Jodie's going to be joining me for Tonic Studios. Don't forget as well, if you did miss our launch day earlier with Ben and Sara, once this show's finished, it's going to be on Facebook and YouTube for you to come back and watch. If you've had a chance to get that wonderful collection of those Edgeable dies, get them quick. And I'll tell you what, near enough half of the stock has already gone on those 6 amazing dies launching today, which you've gone crazy for. Don't forget, once you've got your dies, you can come back and watch the show with Sara. She's already given you 6 great cards which you can make with those dies. But like Sara said, 6 times 36, because you can still do those same styles with your different dies. There's so many opportunities with those wonderful cards. Like I said, join back here in an hour's time for Monday Makers. We're wrapping your Monday off in the right way with Corinne and, of course, Jodie from Tonic Studios. Well, we'll see you back here. Check out your baskets, and we'll see you back here in 1 hour's time.